Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tides of Death. How are my favorite players in the whole wide world doing today?
Nick and I are perfect.
Doing great.
Doing fantastic, Neal.
Doing
Excellent. Excellent. Good to hear. Before we get going, does anyone have any seafaring or pirate facts for us so we can distribute, 1 point of experience, 1 percentage point of experience to the party?
I don't.
I don't know.
Let's
Wow.
give it this week.
It's pretty sad.
have-
But wait, I do have a... Oh, you do? Great.
I have a very small pirate fact,
It's good.
Okay.
and it has to do with.
Eye patches.
Did you know? You go below deck. No, it's a very small pirate fact about ship-to-ship combat. Positioning was incredibly important. You would try to position it so that your enemy was sailing into the wind and you were sailing with the wind. So this was used to great effect if ships were anchored. You could creep in up on them in the morning where they couldn't see you, and then hit them from the correct wind direction so that they couldn't turn and get away. And this often led to many ships and crews getting captured.
Because if they're sailing into the wind, then they can't maneuver away, so you get to, drive by and blast and then keep going?
Well, usually you would rush up, they would blast you, and then you would board them. Because, the pirate ships had, big, huge crews for, overpowering ships. And then, depending on how many people they had killed, on the way in, dictated how good those pirates felt about actually keeping the people alive. Because they would often, hide under the, storeroom and try to bolt the door. And then, if you'd killed, 10 of the pirates on the way in, they're not going to be so nice about it.
You're in trouble, aren't you?
Okay, sure. Everyone take a percentage point. Sale, take 2 percentage points.
Sweet.
And
It's
boost
not
your
pirate
microphone a
facts,
little bit.
But I do have a
Don't
little
mind.
story I'd like to tell.
Please.
Okay, so about 3 months ago, I got caught by a speed camera. And because it was my first time, they allowed me to do something called a speed awareness course. So it was over Zoom this morning. So I'm logging into, I'm on Zoom with all these little 10 other people who've all been caught speeding. It's literally a 2.5 hour presentation that this guy's taking us through, why would you speed? What kind of psychological situations lead you to lose control of the car and would make you speed? Blah, 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 blah. Stopping distances, all this crazy stuff. Anyway, at one point he's talking about the, and I was trying to be engaged with it, I was being the teacher's pet.
Good
I was
boy,
putting
yeah.
my hand up, I was answering all the questions. I wanted to make sure that there's no way this guy can say that I'm not engaged in the course. So in this one section, he's talking about the number of people that are killed and injured on the roads a year. It's like 2,000 people are killed, 25,000 people are seriously injured, 125,000 people are injured. And then he's asking, do you think this is more likely to get injured in a rural or an urban area? And people are talking about it. And eventually he's like, okay, well, you're more likely to get injured in an urban area, but you're more likely to get seriously injured or killed in a rural area. I'm kind of put my hand up and I say, well, yeah, I get that in terms of absolute numbers, but given that there's more cars and more people in urban areas, the rate of injury might actually be higher across all cases for rural areas because there's less people there. I just thought I was trying to be a good student, but he looked at me with the blankest of stares and was like, I don't have those figures. We'll move on to the next section. It's okay. Fair enough.
Good teacher's pet.
Good one, Nick.
Thanks,
Well done.
Des.
Did you pass the course?
I did. Yeah, no points for me.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right, where did we leave off with our party? I think last time, my memory of the issue is a little bit foggy.
Ah, good one.
Anyone want to give us a brief where we were?
Well, we ended the episode prior to that on, what's the island called, Neal?
Alba.
And we were on Alba Island, and we were just about to set off with the sheriff or something up the mountain to go and see the local lord there. And the episode opens with us on a ship, leaving the island. Everyone's a bit confused. No one really remembers what happened. Our crewmates that didn't go up the mountain with us are like, yeah, you guys were up there for 2 weeks. What happened? And we've got all scratches on us, and there's some weird shit. And we're like, do you know what? This is too fucking weird. We're going to go back and find out what happened. So we go back to the island, and we stay in the tavern for a night. And then we meet this sexy noble lady who Norm takes a liking to, who says she'll give us a lift up. So we go up the mountain. Cut to break. Next thing, back in the fucking boat. More scratches. More sort of weird shit going on. This time they say we've been gone for a month, and now they absolutely refuse to go back to the island. So yeah, we basically just went back after that. There was some more stuff, maybe some signs of vampires. There was some memories of drinking from crimson cups. Looks like maybe there'd been some bloodletting. Nilrim got laid, yeah. So you win some, you lose some, I guess. But yeah, basically that's what happened. There's some weird shit happened on the island, and the only thing that we can really recall is that we were meant to do something with a Mildred something Price, M.R. Price, who lives on Port Prince. That's not the first time we've been directed towards Port Prince. I think we've got a few other quest leads leading there that Wiley's going to remind us of when we get back to the base.
Well, one of those.
One of those reasons is because we have the kid of the family. He is the big Tensor, the Tensor family, the magic users. Tensor's floating disc. One of the reasons. And I think there was one more for shipbuilding permits.
That and my Sale's brother. Lead.
Bale.
Shipbuilding permits. What did you mean by that?
We were originally going to go there not for permits, but we wanted our shipbuilding documents forged.
Right, you needed documents for your ship, not necessarily.
That was the original reason. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
We also have. Is that it? Was it just Bale
like
and
4 things,
shipbuilding and the boy Tensor?
And the other thing that we stated, yeah.
RL Price or whatever, was it?
Royal Price, yeah.
M.R. Price.
Yeah, M.R.
Mildred Ruby Price. And along with Lady Mildred, or whoever the hell this person happens to be, isn't there some... what do we say? There was something else about her. Didn't you had some physical evidence that links you to her, right?
Oh, that's right. We had a painting, I believe it was a paint or a drawing, like a sketch of a mountain.
Sketch of a mountain. What mountain?
The mountain in Alba, I think it was, or the island next, Nightcrawler Island. Was it that mountain?
One of them.
Okay, that's good enough.
I'm pretty sure it was the Alba Island mountain.
Wait, no, is that good enough?
Well,
Because what's that got to do with M.R. Price if she's in Port Prince?
I guess we'll find out.
No one remembers.
I remember.
Do you want an intellect check?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm just
good enough.
What was it? It's been like a month.
Nah, has it though? Maybe.
It has, right?
That piece of paper, the painting, the drawing, is connected to her in some way, shape, or form, right? There was an evoked link between the two. Okay, that's good enough for us. That's fine. We don't need nothing else matters. So our party is back in their base, wounded from their adventures in Alba, and taking a good rest up. What do you want to do during your time here resting?
Well, we're all pretty wounded, so I think that we need like a good amount of time here. I mean, I've got to get 20 HP back. Archie's got to get like 37 HP back. So,
Yeah.
Now, we could use some healing salves here, but I think we should take a good 2 weeks.
I think we just take 2 weeks. Nilrim can teach the apprentice. Probably something he really wants anyways, so...
Well, with Accelerate Healing, I think Herbalism and Medicine, we can do 6 health a day. So.
Oh, amazing. I forgot about that.
6, so we can do like a week?
We can do a week, yeah.
Excellent.
So I think mostly we're going to be, like, Archie's going to be getting bed rest. I'm probably going to be getting bed rest for, like, the first 3 days. After that, I suppose, when I'm fully healed and Archie's still healing, I'll probably go back to Flotsam and just... It's probably been about a month. Oh, it's been more than a month, right? So I'll go to... Oh, shit, I can't even remember. Nightingale. And see if there's been another... Well, we're getting there. She said next time she'd get me a breakdown of what we owed, so I'm sure she's got that ready. But also the female ship captain that we sort of...
Yeah,
probably owes us some money too. So
We might want to actually, if we could, meet up with her and have her smuggle us into Port-Prince.
yeah,
That would be like the best way to do it, and we could just bring our ship in the bottle.
I think that
if
would
we
be a
need to
good
go.
way, but
It just
you know,
depends on the times line.
if she's not around, then yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're resting. You are training your new apprentice. There's talk of visiting with Lady Nightingale. How would we like to do this? What do you want? Are we doing just generalized training? Because your apprentice still needs to be able to cast, like, detect magic and read magic. So I think
Yeah, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be detect magic, read magic training.
excellent.
You want any rolls?
I will make some rolls in the background because it's going to take a little while, and we'll figure out.
I'm training her hard, Koibu.
I believe you.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Mean, but nice but firm. If she's fucking about, there will be consequences.
Yeah, she's not fucking about. She is happy to escape her former life. This whole idea of, like, joining with pirates doesn't seem to even faze her as long as she has an opportunity to improve her well-being and not just be some lowly peasant on a cursed island. Yeah, she's a willing and eager student.
Going to be the greatest wizard. Second.
Someone raises a good point. Can she read?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Yes, she's incredibly
17,
intelligent. She has taught herself to read thus far.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is Augustus a place on Alba, or is that on Port-Prince?
There's a Port Augustus on the island of Summerland, and then there was also a city of Augustus in Alba Island. So there are two similarly named. Okay. Well, party. What would we like to do first? We want to go talk to Lady Nightingale, or is there something to be discussed within the base?
I don't think there's anything necessarily that needs to be discussed. We'll probably, I guess, ask Wiley for just a recap on what he knows about Port-Prince. What's going to be the easiest way for us to... Well, I'll ask him, okay? So I'll go up to Wiley one day, and I'll say, hey, Wiley, we talked about it. I think the time's right. We're going to head to the inner ring, maybe go and find Port-Prince. But I'm worried. It's a big town.
The inner ring or Port-Prince, lad? Because one's the Midlands, one's the inner ring.
It's inner from here is what I mean.
Aye.
Like more inner.
I'm not used to the terminology in this place. Sorry. But, yeah. Are we going to be able to dock there?
Well, as I see it, your newest ship, Captain, has all the trappings of being an honest merchant ship.
Yeah.
The real problem is you're gonna have to have a reason to be there. The Inquisitors in the Midlands, especially the one on Port-Prince, I believe her name is Lady Goldmane or some bullshit like that, some highfalutin bullshit. They're gonna ask you questions, and if you show up without any real purpose or reason, it's gonna throw up flags, especially since you've been such a wonderful pirate around these parts. They're certain to be looking for something out of the ordinary. You show up without any cargo to deliver or any cargo to pick up, you're gonna bring some questions. You'll need some sort of inn. You know what I mean?
That's smart, Wiley. Yeah. Well, I was going to go and see Nightingale on Flot, anyway. Perhaps she has something that needs to be done there that we could do. Or I know a blacksmith on the island too. Maybe he's got some parts that he needs delivering.
Weirdly enough, Captain, I think that before we go there, I think we need to line a room with silver. I don't know how we're going to have this happen.
Norum, your aesthetic needs are not exactly top priority here. Just because you want a room to be shiny, I'm not sure we've got the time or the money for that.
Captain, our biggest issue right now is that Sale and myself, we can be seen at all times by any Inquisitor through the ship. So even if we show up with the greatest cargo to sell, she's going to be able to see us in our magic through the ship. The silver lining of a room is going to stop that.
Oh.
When I looked through the helm of seeing at Archie, did I see a glow around him? I can't remember.
No.
Okay.
I think last time you said that you saw something different, but you didn't know what it was.
It was something a little off, but it wasn't like a magic man around him.
Well, are we going to be able to do that?
We'll test it real quick. Can Sale? Actually, we probably won't test it because the beacon will go on.
But there's the problem of also getting off the boat. It doesn't matter if you can get into the harbor if you can't get off the ship. You know, the silver and the rue may block the view in house.
Yeah.
Down the docks. So, didn't you all get yourselves some sort of magic shield of anti-magicking something or other?
We did.
Some sort of.
Is she going to notice that if her helmet isn't working? Or would she just think that no one's registering?
Good question. It's beyond me to understand how these magic things work, but I thought it shielded you from the magical stuff. I don't know, could they put it in a crate and carry it, the two of them, so they stay within its aura and it stays, out and away, hide
That's smart,
themselves?
That's a good idea.
That is a good idea. All right, let's find
I
a
get
crate.
to be the greatest pirate that ever lived in the Dardanelles for no reason. If it wasn't for this blasted hand and leg, I'd still be out there. Well, and the people who are after me. And
Don't worry, Wiley. If anyone comes after you, they're going to deal with me. Well, and by association, him, I say, pointing to Archie.
That makes me more comfortable, that one, yes.
Yeah. Hey, at least I got all my legs and arms. I can still fight.
Sale, you can just
At least
wear
I've got the hair on my legs.
You can just wear the magic shield, right? And I'll just stay close to you.
Yeah, sure. Is the magic shield like really obviously part of the White Prince's arsenal?
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna
Can we
stand
dress
out
it
like
up
a
in
sore
different
thumb.
way?
I think putting it in the crate is perfect. We'll be carrying cargo off
Oh,
anyway.
actually, true. That's a good
So
idea.
everyone's carrying boxes. You just make sure you carry that box. And
Me
we
and
should
Sale
be
will
good.
both carry that box. Yeah.
Although going forward, it might be a good idea to like, I don't know, if you could put like a cloth facing on it so it looks like, this is like a minor house, noble house shield, you know?
Yeah, I like
So
that
it-
idea.
On that point, though, Nilrim, don't need no magic helmet to know that you look like a wizard. You're gonna need to find some new clothes. A new sail. You have to hide that necklace of yours.
I can hold these clothes in my bag for the offboarding of the trip, you know?
That's
You
what
sure
pockets
you-
are for, Captain.
Your balls aren't gonna get too sweaty if there's not the air getting to them.
I don't think you need to
Rumor
worry about
has
the
it there's a
captain.
lot down there to get hot and sweaty.
Ah. The rumors are true.
I'm
wanna
sure they
see?
are.
No, that's all right. I need not have my eye poked out. Not today.
Right, well, I'll go and organize us a reason to be there. I shall set off today, or this evening. Wiley, as always, you've been a great help. You know, you're probably too well known to come to Port Prince with us, right?
Well, I've been a long time in the Deadwood. Maybe they've forgotten about old Wiley by now.
Might
Oh,
not be
I'm
worth
sure
the
no one
risk,
could
Wiley.
forget about you, Wiley.
We are going to need a full crew, though, or it's going to look weird. So,
Yeah, I something about my hand makes me think they might look twice upon a crew that has a man like me in it.
that's true, yeah. So, Archie, while I'm gone, can you round up, choose the crew, make sure we've got a good set of lads and ladies coming with us.
Absolutely. I'll go do that.
You are the first mate, after all. You know, when I'm not around, that makes you the captain.
Of course.
Yeah.
See sail, I told you.
Okay, great.
All right. As you go to hop on your boat and row across the strait to Port Ferris, you'll see something a little unusual this time. Right outside your front door is a fishing boat that's just sort of sitting, maybe a tenth of a mile off the coast of your little island here.
Really?
Yeah,
I
I
pull
haven't
out
had
my
this happen
spyglass.
before. Oh, it looks like a trio of fishermen. They've dropped some nets and some lines, and they're just sort of hanging out right out of your main entrance.
All right. I put my spyglass back. I'm rowing towards the fishing boat. Something's got to be done. These guys have just volunteered themselves for service.
From where are you leaving? Are you going out through the magic door?
Well, you said I saw them as I was leaving, right? So I assume
Well, because
I'm
you
already
can
on the
see
sea.
through the door.
Oh,
Because
okay.
it's like one-way vision, so you can see before you
It's
exit.
before you've left yet.
Mhm.
Okay, well, I'll take Archie with me then, just in case they need a bit more motivation.
Wait, do
But
you
yeah.
tell Norm or do you just tell Archie?
What, you probably just kill him.
Well, I think Nilren would suggest killing them would be stupid because people know they went out to fish. It would just send search parties. What if instead we scare them? You know, you make the island seem haunted. We throw a fog cloud their way that comes towards them. They'd probably fuck off, right?
Perhaps. I was just thinking we pull them in here. I mean, you really think people are looking for them? People must go missing in the seas all the time. I know for a fact.
I'll look at Wiley.
Aye, she's a horrible bitch. She'll take any man she can get her hands on. Same
Maybe
time,
Sale can,
we're in
deal
sight
with
of land, aren't we?
Yeah, Sail, just
Yeah, I could
No.
very easily just turn undead them. But don't forget, the waters around this island have a reputation for men going missing anyway. Nothing ever washes up here. So if they disappear, no one's going to ask questions.
true.
Well, I tell you what. Why don't we go and have a chat with them, see if they fancy coming aboard, so to speak. And if not, then I'll leave them on their way. And Sail, if you see me sailing off without them, then
This feels kind of... I don't know if like trying to recruit them seems like a good idea.
They're
Because...
just fishermen. What are they gonna do for us?
Yeah, and plus they know where we are. Like, they're going to know exactly where it is. And they have the skills to escape. And their home is like right there. It's easy. It's tempting. A lot of these other crew, they live, very far away. It's like, escaping is a difficult task. No, you have to get to the... I feel like these guys, best thing to do is like, just go around them or kill them.
Couldn't we just leave them alone, Captain?
they're gonna see me. I need to leave tonight. I can't. I'm not gonna wait around for some fucking fisherman. No, yeah, I suppose.
We could leave under the cover of night, couldn't we?
Go at night.
Fine.
That's your favorite time to visit the lady anyway, Captain.
I point them out of the door. I say, "You guys are fucking lucky today," and I will walk back into the
Rubbing off
base.
on you, Captain.
Yeah, the rare captain's murder.
Yeah.
All right. That evening, you can take the dinghy out and row yourself to Port Ferris, doing the same old thing.
Assuming they're gone, right?
Yeah,
I
they
watch
leave
them, they
near
leave.
sunset, so they can get back to the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Those
Yep.
three people. Can you tell us what they did when they got home, Neal? Can you humanize them a little bit?
So we feel better about letting them
Yeah,
live.
so we feel better about it, you know?
Show us the good
One of
shit
them was a
of the world.
drunkard who beats his children, I guarantee it.
Well, they all went home, their separate families. Two of them are siblings, one of the others a cousin of theirs. And they sat down in front of their nice cozy hearth with their recent catches. They're out here fishing for squid. Left them in the buckets back in the boats. That way they can sell them first thing in the morning, nice and fresh down by the docks. One of them is teaching his younger daughter how to read by sitting in front of the roaring hearth in the early evening, pointing out the words in a small book to her, trying to helping her sound out the letters. It's a tale about a lazy dog and this fox that just keeps jumping over it. It's a great little story. The other fisherman, this guy's brother, goes back to his dysfunctional family where marriage is on the rocks, there's too many kids, there's not enough money, and he is devising a plan for how he's going to make ends meet. And his thoughts keep turning to his cousin and his brother, who are doing well and might not be the best accountants. And he thinks to himself, well, I'm just borrowing money from family. Once my life is back together, I'll find a way to put it back in their coffers. And who needs that awkwardness? They're fine. We'll find a way to. Maybe I can just take a couple of the squid tonight. Maybe I'll go out by the cover of night and steal some squid out of our boat and sell them separately. And the cousin goes back to his house where his wife is there, and it's a joyous day when he gets home. She tells him that their first child is to be expected in 7.5 months from now.
Aww.
And the two of them, overjoyed since they've been trying for so long, have a night of drinking, of dancing, of singing together, because they don't know about fetal alcohol syndrome. And they have a great time.
That's nice. Okay, good. I'm glad we let them live.
So that child's fetal alcohol syndrome is on our hands, guys.
True. That's all right.
Okay.
We
Most-
brought them to the world.
most people in this day and age have some level of fetal alcohol syndrome. It's fine. We don't
No,
worry
let's be
about
honest.
it.
If her husband didn't turn up, she probably would have hit the bottle.
Nah, true.
True. She hit the bottle less.
Yeah.
We
Mhm.
Yeah,
saved the
we
child.
helped them. Okay, I'm rowing.
All right. You row yourself out across the cold waters in the chill of the night. Well, actually, the warm of the July evening/night. You'll make it to Flotsam Island. Plenty of time to spare. Pull your boat into its usual hiding place. Mm-hmm.
I sort my my hair and disguise out just before I enter the town,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and then I'll sneak in through the shadows. And
Yeah.
I first will visit my friend the blacksmith.
Of course.
Now, if you'll remember, Neal, the last time I interacted with this guy, I killed that guard for him.
Mm-hmm.
You recall?
Yes.
Yeah.
You'll get to the
tell him
blacksmith.
We want some more castings of Ship in a Bottle. 2 more.
Wait, you need copper wire, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect, yeah.
You get to the blacksmith shop, house, and it's late. You can see that the children have been tucked into bed for the evening. It's just the blacksmith and his partner there, hanging out by the fire. She is darning some socks, and he is just gazing into the flames, rocking back and forth in his chair, lost deep in thought in the still, quiet hours of the night.
I will quietly knock on his door.
You can hear the voice from inside. Tell him to go away. It's our quality time together. And the blacksmith says, of course. Who's knocking on the door at this hour of night? And grumbling to himself, comes and opens the door, ready to tell you off when he
I take my
sees who
hat
you
off as
are.
Neal comes to the door. Apologies to interrupt, my friend. I hope it's not too bad of a time.
He steps outside and shuts the door behind him. Greetings,
Everything all
sir.
right?
Yeah, of course.
No need for the formalities. Is there someone we can talk? I had some business that I wanted to discuss.
He opens the door and sticks his head inside and says, Darling, I'm going to be out for an hour. She begins to protest, and he kind of shuts the door and says, we should go now. And
Apologies about
kind of
that.
pushes you down the street and starts walking towards town.
Yep, I walk with him. How's business? Things getting better since that friend of yours left the island?
Ooh. You know, someone turned up dead in a most terrible and horrible way. I would be lying if I said I didn't bring a smile to my face, but glances about. Death is a terrible thing, even when bad people die.
Karma can be can work in funny ways, you know. You do good things for someone, sometimes good things happen to you. Might not always be in the best way, but the gods work in mysterious ways.
They certainly do. Praise the stare.
Praise is there. So, we go in somewhere, or should we just talk on the street?
We can chat here, but I've got a place in mind.
Okay, no, let's go.
He will bring you to the garage, the medieval equivalent of a garage, like a shed out back of another blacksmith shop down the street a little ways. You can see inside there are a few people sitting around having some drinks. There's a couple of barrels of ale stacked up on the back of this little makeshift bar. It looks like the equivalent of someone's like home brewing setup, and they've got some tables set for their friends to come and hang out.
Nice. Okay, I find an empty table and I pull out a chair and sit down.
Yeah.
And I'll put 5 gold pieces on the table and slide it to the blacksmith and say, when are you going to get us some drinks?
He will take it to, across the room, 15 feet away, drop them on the table, make some small talk with the guy behind the bar who seems to be a close friend of his, and bring back 2 mugs with a large mini keg of beer.
Great. Take a long drink and say, well, glad to see you doing well. Things have been going well on my end. I wanted to check in because I'm making a trip soon. And I'm going to Port Prince. You know it?
In the Midlands, aye. Biggest
Sorry.
outpost of the White Prince outside of the Inner Islands. Dangerous place for a man like you.
Perhaps that's why I need a reason to be there. My ship is unrecognizable, but if I turn up without any cargo, without any reason to be there, people might start asking questions. Now, I remember once upon a time, you'd ordered some copper wire for me.
Mm-hmm.
That come from Port Prince?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I could be picking up a shipment for you over there. I need some myself anyway.
Mm-hmm. I can draw up some paperwork, some formal orders.
That's right. Okay, good. That would be good. And is there anything you need shipping out there, or anything that you could spare that I could take out there, buy off you perhaps, and just drop off and lose in the sea maybe?
He chews his lip for a little while, and I think the two of you can go back and forth on discussions of what might be moved around. His operation is pretty small. It's not enough to really fill your hull with things, but he can place plenty of orders on your behalf that will look like it's coming from a reputable and well-known, or at least somewhat known, smith out here on Flotsam Island. And he can just sort of add whatever it is that you might want to add to the order. But he doesn't have enough stuff on his own to like fill your hull.
So he's like going to help me buy things, but I probably need to bring something there as well. If I'm a merchant, I wouldn't just go there to buy stuff. I'd be like, I'd be taking stuff there as well, and then
yeah, you'd want to drop stuff off and take stuff away. Otherwise, it's going to look kind of sketchy. That sort of inefficiency is frowned upon by the White Prince.
Well, it's suspicious at least.
Yeah, who would waste so much shipping power to not do ship both ways?
I know what I say. Well, after our discussion, I'll say, okay, well, definitely we can place some orders. Like I said, I need copper wire. Might as well buy a large batch of it now. Save me having to do it again in the future. Seems like a good time to do that. What
He'll
else
place
do I need?
a bunch of orders for like furniture related things. He'll tell you that where's my notes here? That Port Prince is known for importing raw materials and exporting like finished goods. They do a lot of like drying of fruits and fish and nuts, like making rations is one of the big exports of Port Prince. Making various beverages is also one of their big exports. They'll bring in hops and barley and whatever else you need, and they'll make beer or liquor or kombucha or whatever alcoholic beverages need made. Let's see. It's also one of the major hubs for papers and documents and logistics. Also a training ground for the White Prince's troops. There's a huge ass temple there to Astaire. And the city is broken up into like various zones. There's the zone for like fermenting and distilling and brewing. There's a zone for like commerce and just generalized trading of these things. There's an area for like warehouses. For drying of rations or drying of fish and food. And then like fine goods area where you've got metalwork and gem cutters and woodworking. And your smithy friend here will put in some orders for some large pieces of furniture, which take up a lot of cargo space but don't necessarily cost as much money. That way you can fill your ship up more quickly. And it doesn't matter if you're not making money on the trip because no one really cares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he want the furniture, or is the furniture for our base?
He'll put in a couple of orders for stuff he wants, but then he will help sign off on any orders that you might want for yourself, just to make it look like it's coming from a legitimate source.
Yeah, well, anything he wants, like any furniture he wants, I'll cover as just part of the fee for doing this. That's fine.
Yeah, he'll order some things for his own house, some things for their kitchen, a nice new fancy cutting board. You can get a cutting board here, but he wants the multicolored checkerboard style cutting boards that you can really only get in a city that has different types of woods, such a wide variety of woods that comes in.
I encourage him to get like whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Basically. Like he could do up his whole house if he wants. Fuck it.
Yeah. He'll tell you that he'll chat with his wife and come up with a list, and he agrees to leave it in a place for you, in the next day or so within his shop, so you can just come and grab the list. It's going to be hidden between two hay bales stacked against the back wall near the forge.
Well, I was planning maybe on staying overnight on the mainland here, so if you could get that done early on tomorrow, I can pick it up before I head off.
He'll do so.
All right. Assuming that the 5 gold covered our drinks,
It more than covered the drinks, yeah.
I'll stand up and shake his hand and say, always a pleasure, my friend. I'll let you walk back on your own if that's all right.
Of course. And
I will,
if there's anything else I can do for an enterprising man like you, I think there's something I can do for a man like you.
something you can do for me? You've already done enough for me, my friend.
Well, maybe this doesn't help you at all, but there's been some talk about a town of disappearing ships just out of the harbor.
What do you mean?
Someone saw a ship that went past on the outside of that island out there and didn't go back out the other end. Just sort of vanished behind the island and wasn't seen again.
It's quite a worrying story to hear.
I don't know if
common
that
rumor around town here.
something I heard the other day. I don't know if this relates to you at all, but local news is probably good for you to hear.
Good to hear. Yeah, you couldn't happen to remember who it was that told you that.
Give him a minute, check. Yeah, it was Mildred.
Mildred?
Yeah, one of the my wife's friend. She works as a seamstress down by the port, down by the dock. You know, stitching together White Prince's gear or fixing up anything that needs to be repaired, sometimes working on fishing nets and whatnot. She's got a window, looks right out to the bay. She said one evening she saw a ship sail by and not come out the other end. She said it's not the first time she's seen boats sort of reappearing or disappearing around those places. I don't know exactly what it is, but none of them were flying White Prince's flags, so I thought maybe you'd be...
This Mildred, she a bit of a gossip, or is she just confide in your wife?
Small town, everyone's a bit of a gossip around here. I mean, hey, aren't we gossiping right now?
Perhaps, yeah. Listen, no, I know what you're going to think here. I guarantee you nothing's going to happen to this friend of your wife, but then suppose you could tell me where she lives. You have my word.
I wasn't concerned until you made that promise.
Like you said, I'm in a line of business. I don't want to... I know what it looks like, but I just want to go and have a talk with her.
He'll give you directions to her house in the city. It's about halfway between here and the dock.
Yeah, I'm going to put another 10 gold down on the table. This is useful information to have been given.
Well, I mean, if I'm getting paid... do I have any other rumors that you might need to know about? What's her name? DM says, desperately looking for his notes. What is her name? Not Lady Nightingale, the other noble lady here.
The one whose house we attacked.
Yeah.
Lady Krona, right?
Kroma. Yes,
Kroma.
Lady
Kroma.
Kroma. It appears Lady Kroma's been... Well, she had a long journey and she's come back and she's been a little upset since then. She's been hiring bodyguards left, right, and center. She's a wealthy woman. She's got the backing of most of the town, but she's preparing for something. I think she's
all right. Don't worry about that.
a little worried for her life, or maybe she's trying to start a fight. I don't know, but she's been hiring soldiers.
Well, I got some other friends that might be interested in that. Again, thanks for the help here.
Yeah,
And,
no problem. And
you know what? This is turning into a very fruitful relationship. I'm sure I'll be seeing you again soon with that furniture of yours. And I stand up, I put my hat back on, I offer my hand.
He'll shake it and
I
head
will,
one way.
You crouch under the door and dip back out into the night.
Okay.
And I will walk slowly towards this woman's house whilst trying to think of a plan.
Well, while you're walking to her house thinking up a plan, maybe we should flip back to one of the other party members. Archie and Sale. The two of you. At some point, back on your little island base, you'll certainly be having a interesting conversation. How do I say? The two of you are the most closely connected to the drowned one. And you've both felt the irresistible need to stay near the Dardanelles, that choking sensation when you begin to leave. Has that ever come up in discussion between the two of you? Have you ever really addressed that?
I guess not so far, no.
No, I think we've both been kind of avoiding the conversation about it because it's awkward and difficult.
Yeah. It feels like Sale doesn't really like talking about it. And then Archie also kind of still has a lot of trouble opening up about stuff like that.
Maybe it doesn't come up then. Maybe it's still sort of a taboo, better not to talk about it sort of thing.
Probably at this point, yeah.
Okay. Well then, Mr. Nilrum, what are do you have that teaching non-weapon proficiency?
No, not yet.
All right.
What do I get next?
Why don't you make me a wisdom check at disadvantage then?
Did it roll?
I see
There's
1, 2. Okay, an 18 is what we got here. And Sylvie can make herself an int check. Just barely passing. All right. So we have an 18 and a 21. It's going to take a little while for her to get her spells. I think that is going to give us... I was going to say D3 weeks, but we'll increase it to a D6 for the poor rolls.
Roll 1.
3 weeks for her to get her spells, to become to really start on her path. That will put
Do I need
her
to be
at...
here the whole time, or is it kind of...
Yeah, it'll be 3 weeks of instruction, whether that's all right now or, a week now and a week later. You've already done 1 week back at the base while you're healing.
Yeah.
So probably the next time you have 2 weeks to spend together.
Cool.
There was one small thing I wanted to do if you and Nilrum are done.
Yes.
So kind of like we're off Alba Island, which by the way I want to point out that Alba is the name for Scotland, and that place was filled with miserable people and vampires, which about lines up with my impression of Scotland. I would like to do an omen check. I want to read an omen, and I want to ask the question of, is the Ponos problem dealt with? Or is Pono still a problem?
Your god's a dumb fuck. He's not omniscient, okay? Like my god. He's not gonna know.
Well, we'll see.
This is with the stone in the water in the tide pools by night. Yeah?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, you'll get like one of these... Do they do this? Yeah, I'm not crazy. You will see one of these like color changing, lightning and darkening cuttlefish sort of swim around you as you go into the water and make your prayers. And it will illuminate the area just around where you're making your divination. And it's clear. The way that the sand piles up in a little bit of a circle that spirals in and in and in, and that symbol of Ponos is clear that you're talking about it. And the little star formed in the very center of the spiral of Ponos is most definitely a symbol for Nilrum. You get the distinct impression that Ponos is not the problem. It is Nilrum's attraction to Ponos that is a problem, and will remain a problem for as long as the two are attracted to one another.
All right, I'll thank the drowned one for his information, and I'll clear away the sand and then make my way back to the base, and I will ponder upon this for a while.
Excellent. Back in Port Ferris, John finds himself outside of Mildred's house.
No. I get about halfway there and I turn around and go to Nightingale's house.
Oh, okay.
I have a slightly modified plan, but I'm going to go to Nightingale's.
Excellent. You find yourself at the back door that leads into the garden. By this hour, the
I give my
halfling is
usual
surely asleep.
1 gold piece. Oh, he's asleep.
It's pretty late now. He's surely asleep.
I mean, does he have like a little hut by the?
Yeah, he's got a little hut in the
where he
garden.
sleeps?
Yeah, he doesn't sleep
Yeah,
in the
so
house. Are you kidding?
I find like a little stick or something and like over the fence, like tap on the window of his little hut, and then I'll like shimmy a gold piece in, if I can, in front of the window.
A bloodshot-eyed halfling stumbles out of the house, looks at the stick, and goes, "Tree? Are you talking to me, Tree?"
Psst, psst. Hey. It's
Yes,
me.
Tree. How can I help you?
No, it's not the tree. It's.
Would you like a trimming?
All right, hang on. I throw the gold coin on. What roll do I need here?
An attack roll?
13.
you
That's gonna work.
bing him in the head. Ow.
Hey.
He looks down and picks it up and goes, a blessing?
Fuck is wrong with this guy? I leap over the fence.
Give me an acrobat, a tumbling check or something. You know, it's got
28.
vines and okay, no problem.
he's good.
One hand, hop over. Oh,
Hey
it's
there.
you.
Yeah, I can shapeshift into a tree. How's that for a trick?
Hi.
Hey there. Is it alright if I go inside? Sorry for.
I'd love to have you in. And he walks over to his house and opens the half-size door. Please, come on in.
Yeah, I come and sit down and yeah. Have you got anything? I crouch down on like the tiny little table. Got anything to drink?
Of course. And he pulls out a big pot of tea and pours you a little teacup that's, a halfling-sized teacup, which I don't actually have on me at the moment, and slides it across to you.
Thank you. This is delicious. I take a sip. I put it back down, and then I go, "It's a lovely piece you've got over there." And as he turns around, I like pull a flask out of my pocket and pour some rum in the tea and put that back in.
Oh, thank you. And he, taps his little bamboo pipe. It's quite lovely.
It's delicious tea. That's a lovely home you've got here. We've been getting to know each other. I thought it best we just have a bit of a heart-to-heart here. But do you think it's all right if I go and see Lady Nightingale? After the tea, of course.
It's fine by me. I don't think you need my permission.
I'd like to ask. You're the guy who runs the gate.
Not supposed to run the gate. We're gonna get
You run the
by.
gate for me. No. Nightingale's never going to get you. You're not going to get in trouble for letting me in. Trust you. Trust me.
Are the two
You're due a raise, if anything.
are the two of you?
A gentleman never tells, I'm afraid.
Okay. He sort of just stares at you awkwardly.
Delicious. I drink the tea.
So,
All right, well, a bit cramped in here for me, so I'm gonna head out. But thanks for the tea.
he blinks awkwardly. Okay. Bye.
You open the back door?
What? Of course. What's your name again?
John.
John. Right. All right, Mr. John. And he goes and he'll let you out of his house. Goes over to the gate leading out of the garden. Opens it for you. Towards the back street.
Yeah, No, into the house.
Right, the house. And he stumbles over towards the house and loudly
What are you putting in that tea?
knocks on the door. Waits
Pay
for
attention,
the...
man.
Huh?
What are you
What?
putting in that tea?
Leaves?
What kind of leaves?
Tea leaves?
Yeah, I bet.
A servant comes to admonish the halfling for pounding on the door so loudly late at night when they see you, and quickly shuffle you in. And then as you come in, you can hear the servant yelling at the halfling, whispering loudly at the halfling to keep it down at this hour. What are you doing? Are you trying to attract attention of the neighbors? Halfling
Leave him
says,
alone.
but he came for tea. I thought you should know. Anyway, you can make your way inside the house.
I look awkwardly. This whole situation with the halfling was a lot less easy than usual. I go. I like the servants trying to show me to the parlor. I wave them off and walk to the parlor. I sit down. I put my feet up. Like I even like open a cupboard and like pour myself a glass of the good stuff.
You can see the scowl of your familiarity. The servant does not approve, but says nothing, and within 20 minutes, Lady Nightingale will come downstairs. A little bit bleary-eyed.
Radiant as ever?
Captain John, it's late.
I know, I'm sorry. It's the hazard of the job, I'm afraid. They're out looking for me, you know.
Well,
There's more than you that'd like to get their hands on me, trust me.
flattery will rarely get you anywhere.
Traditional business meeting
You have to
here,
keep it down a little bit.
Sorry,
My husband
sorry,
is upstairs.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, the man of the house is in.
A man in a house.
Well, I was looking to maybe check up on the debt. You said you were going to run the paperwork for me to see if there'd been a drop-off from our mutual friend. And then on top of that, I just had a few questions I wanted to ask you about Port Prince.
She immediately perks up at this, sits down. Port Prince.
Yeah, I'm heading over there, but as the guy under the guise of being a merchant. But as it is right now, I've got no cargo to deliver. So you're a woman of means and contacts. Perhaps there's something you need shipping over there. Perhaps you've got a...
Yes, actually quite a bit.
Well, perfect. I'm your man.
Well, we are leaving Flotsam Island and headed to Port Prince.
Wait, you are?
Well, one of my ships has been stolen by pirates and unable to be recovered. Piracy abounds all over the place, and the Outer Ring is becoming quite dangerous. A lady of my means and needs can't reside in a place like this, not when there's so much trouble to be had around here. There's a great amount of money to be made a little bit closer in, a little less dangerous in the shipping lanes, if you understand me.
You're moving your whole operation over there?
I'm moving my whole house. We are leaving, well, we'll leave small stuff here, but the majority of my things, my favorite dressers, clothes, equipment, tools, maps, charts, books, trinkets.
Listen, you're moving out and you ain't going to tell me. I'm somewhat insulted.
I'm sorry, I haven't seen you in months, and you drop by at 3 a.m, and my first words to you are that I'm leaving, and you're acting offended. Get yourself together, young man.
Sorry. I'm sorry. You're right. So what are you saying? You need someone to take some of your furniture over there, get it and drop it off for when you arrive?
Yes, I'll need movers to bring the furniture from this place to Port Prince to set up shop there.
That's perfect. Well, I have a new ship, not your ship, that I can... should be fine to bring it to the docks to pick up your furniture, as doing it any other way would be a little bit suspicious. You got a day in mind when this can happen?
She ponders. The decision to move has been made, but we have not prepared the house. It'll take a few days to pack everything up. Announcements will have to be made. I say we could leave in a fortnight.
Oh, you're planning to come with it. I was wondering if perhaps you had a place already lined up and maybe you wanted to move some of the larger items ahead of yourself. But if you want to come with us on the ship, that's more than fine. In fact, I think
my presence may or
on the
may not be needed depending on the flow of activities. My husband is loath to leave Flotsam Island after having been gone for so long. We may reside here a wee longer while most of our things are moved, but I have much business I would prefer to do on Port Prince.
Okay, good. Well, I tell you what, if you could write up some sort of official letter for me that I could take with me, that way if you're not there, I can present it to the Inquisitor on the docks.
Does your new ship have the appropriate paperwork?
Sorry, just out of character. We do have paperwork for the ship, right? I mean, it was...
Yeah, but not for the Dardannes. It's foreign paperwork.
Yeah, that's it. It's from outside of the Dardannes.
She muses to herself. And then tells you to wait, goes upstairs, comes back down with a small, like, jewelry chest laden with expensive goods. Some of it you'll recognize as stuff you've given her over the past year or so. Other stuff is belonging to her from other sources. And she hands this to you and says, well, this should get you into the port. Tell the Inquisitor that you're delivering these goods from wherever the paperwork on your boat says they're originally from, and that you're here to pick up cargo on my behalf and go to Port Prince. I'll leave a message with the Inquisitor that you're here on my behalf and try to sort out whatever steps are needed. She murmurs to herself and jots down a couple of notes.
Perfect.
This should get you at least into the port one time, but you'll need appropriate paperwork going forward. Port Prince is the place to get it.
Well, if you're leaving this island, I don't suppose I'll have much use to be here any longer. I say with a smile. But thank you, yes, I'll do that. I'll make sure that these find their way back to you eventually. And I will put them to one side. Say, as for the other stuff, has our mutual friend dropped off a payment? If she has, then okay. Well, when she does, feel free to just take it off the debt this time.
How much do we owe? Did she say?
Yeah, does she know?
Speaking of your debt, there's no way I'm getting my ship back, is there?
You really want it back at this point? It's been some strange places.
Yes. If it could fall into my hands one way or another, I would be happy, and that would cancel out any debts.
I still have use for it right now. If you demanded it back, I could maybe make it work. But as long as it's not too urgent for you, I'd like to keep it in my possession for now. How much do I still owe you? I mean, I must have paid off a significant amount by now.
Trying to swindle us, John.
Yeah, I hear Nilrim in my head.
I have a separate proposal to pay off your debts for you.
Oh, you do you? I thought you said your husband was upstairs.
You're not that good. It will need a little bit of finessing. It involves our dear friend, Lady Chroma.
Yes, I'd heard that she was importing men over here.
Yes, not just to satiate herself. She has developed quite the streak for violence.
I wonder why that could
Since
be.
her last disappearance. Unsurprisingly. One of the reasons I'm trying to get out of here, our relationship has degraded and her animosity has become more open and less veiled. She's currently trying to restrict access of my goods, rescind permits for mining, and I'm sure you don't care about the details. I'm still working on the plan. Next time, when you come to pick up the goods, I'll have something for you. And if that is not to your liking, we can exchange cash as well. But if all goes well, this will be worth its weight in cash.
Perfect. Well, I shan't keep any more of your time. You probably need to get some beauty rest. But
you can hear a voice coming from upstairs. Sweetheart, what is it? Are there guests in the house at this hour? And kind of a thump, thump.
Do you want me to hide in a closet or something?
Of course not, she says. And a very large man comes down the stairs. He's got to be, as wide as two men, as thick as three men. But he's also like a good, 6 inches taller than you. Just a really big guy who comes down the stairs, rubbing his eyes with a candle and a little dish.
I give him a bow.
Business meetings with ruffians at this hour? Sweetheart, I thought we were leaving this life behind us. Come to bed. And he turns and stomps back upstairs, but not before giving you a good long eyeing.
Pleasant fellow indeed. Yes, well, before I leave and let you get back to your marital duties, could I perchance bother you to use some writing paper and perhaps some wax?
She motions to a servant to get you the things you need.
Great.
And, John, perhaps it's time you start using the front door. This banging on the garden door in the middle of the night is...
Yes, of course. Happy to do so. If I I was doing it for your sake.
Yes, well, I think your face has been somewhat forgotten in this town.
That's good to know. Okay, well, yeah, you go on. You get back to bed. I'm just going to write a quick letter if that's okay. Okay.
She leaves. A servant will stay and get you whatever supplies you need.
So I don't want to spend too much time. I know I'm taking a lot of time here. I want to write a letter, and I'm going to address it to Mildred. And I will say that, greetings. My name is Dr. Harrison Hollow, witch hunter and exorcist. And I have heard rumors that you have seen ghostly sightings on the seas outside of the island. And I would like to discuss these with you. I shall call upon you at another time, but I hope you're amenable to our discussion, and I will
Well.
fold the letter up and then seal it with a bit of wax. And I won't put a sigil on it because I assume the only one here is Lady Nightingale's.
Yeah.
But I will, as I leave the island, I'm going to drop it under her door. And I was meant to be staying overnight, but it sounds like I'm not welcome, so I'm going to find somewhere just in the bushes to sleep. Sadly.
You're gonna rough it in the middle of town?
Yeah, I'll just rough it, and then I'll pick up the stuff from the blacksmith in the morning, and then head back.
Okay. Roll me a d20.
Okay. What's this for hypothermia?
How nice the bushes are.
Don't worry about it.
14.
That's good.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it then. It's fine. Morning will come. You can grab the note that the guy leaves between the hay bales for you. Hop in your boat and row back across the strait by the light of morning for all to see.
Oh, God. Can I not just... I'm not going to... It depends what time the blacksmith drops the stuff off. I will check it there before sunrise, and if it's not there, I'll just have to kill another day in the town.
Okay. Kill another day in the town then.
Yeah, fine. Just in the taverns or
Need
something.
a D20?
Yeah, I'll need a second d20 now. Thank you.
Good, we get to see what it was.
All right. Why don't we take our first break here, and when we come back, we will see what's up with more Tides of Death. See you guys on the other side of a break. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tides of Death. Our party can reconvene together in their pirate island base and talk about their devious plans for the future.
Nothing happens to me with that one?
No, nothing that you notice.
Oh, shit, okay.
Yeah.
All right, we get back. Okay, guys, I got a plan.
All right, let's hear it.
Turns out Lady Nightingale's looking to make a move to Port Prince herself. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be moving the ship to the dock. We're going to be picking up some of her furniture, and we're going to be transporting it over there for her. And then whilst we're there, we're going to be buying a large shipment of furniture and copper wire to bring back to Flotsam. I've got all the paperwork. Everything should be good to go. So as long as we can sort out the problem with the Inquisitor's helmet, get that crate set up with the shield, I think we should be good. I've been showing my face around town a bit, Archie, so the first part of this plan, picking up the furniture, why don't you go on my behalf and here, this chest has got some silver. This is what you're going to be using to act as a deposit.
All
and
right.
you're going to be picking up Lady Nightingale's furniture for transport to Port Prince.
So what are we furniture movers, Captain? Like what the fuck? Wait.
Yeah, we're
How-
merchants. We're merchants from Flotsam Isle. This is
Oh, yeah.
Captain Waterford's ship. You're Archie,
Yeah.
my first mate.
Yep.
And yeah, we're heading to Port Prince to do some business, and we're getting paid
Should
by
we use
Nightingale
new-
to...
Should we use new first names? Every time we use those, I think we get in trouble.
I don't
By
know
our
if we
own-
do.
By our own
mean-
right.
Time to break out the car cheap, boys.
Well, we've got a reputation of being merchants from Flotsam, so it would make sense
Yeah.
that we're doing a bunch of business from Flotsam, right?
You see, this is why you're the captain.
Indeed. Yeah, so I will hand you the payment. This should be enough to get you past the guards on the dock. and just tell them that you're here to pick up Nightingale's furniture. It should already be there for you, and they should help you load it up.
You got it, Archie?
I got it. I think I got it.
Right. Probably best the
All right,
three of us
repeat it
stay
back to
here.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what
repeat
you
it back.
got. Repeat it back.
Okay, so get the chest to deposit. Pick up the
What's
furniture.
payments? It's payments. Payments.
It's payment.
Yeah, from Nightingale.
Okay. It's payment for the night for Nightingale, and we're
From
moving.
Nightingale. She's paying us in this silver to transport her furniture.
Okay,
to
so she's paying
Prince.
us the silver
Yeah.
to move her furniture. We're merchants from Flotsam Island. My name's
Mhm.
Barchi.
Yeah.
All right.
Is
Is
he
that-
posing as captain? Captain?
No. First mate. First mate.
Norm will
First-
pull
first
out a
mate,
piece of
Archie.
paper and he'll start writing exactly what needs to be said,
Mm-hmm.
and
Nice.
he'll hand it to Archie. If you forget, just
Yep.
give him this.
All right. I got it. I can't read it, but
Fine.
It's fine. Okay, good. Did you assemble a crew, Archie? We know who we're taking with us?
yeah, Neal. I'm assuming I met some able-bodied men in the area that we can take along as a crew.
Yeah, you've got a whole crew with you here in the island. I
Yeah.
think we had figured out the number, and then there's just a bunch of nameless folks.
There's like 40 of them.
Yeah.
We know 2 of them, or at least I know 2 people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you got a bunch of people already to crew your ship. Not a problem. We'll figure out more about them when we do the Nilrum John flashback at some point in the future. And in a couple weeks, you're just gonna head over there and pick up a bunch of stuff, right?
Yep.
Yeah, are we
Seems
just
like a
gonna
plan.
stay here then for 2 weeks so I can... If so, I can train my apprentice.
Well, that does work out nicely, doesn't it?
Does.
Yeah. We gotta wait another couple of weeks.
All right. So 2 more weeks of downtime. Everyone can heal up. Spells can be done. Your apprentice will get her read magic and detect magic, and can now begin to study for real using whatever books and spells that you would like to provide her. So if she is not coming out with you, we can get her new spells. You can learn them from any of the spell books that you've got, and I can let you roll those for her at will. Her leveling will depend on her being taken out for adventures or not.
Mhm.
So I'll let you control that at your own pacing.
She doesn't get a level here, right?
No, this
doesn't
will
become a first
make
level
her
wizard?
essentially a level 1 wizard.
Does she get spells for that or no?
She
gets to
will.
innately learn, right?
Yeah, she'll get 3 spell. Well, how do we say? Normally, when we start you off, a character off, we start them off with spells. But here, we're sort of introducing
Learning
her
it.
when she's only got her first 2. So the rest will have to be made by rolls off of whatever spell books are available.
Okay. I will figure out those.
Yeah.
They just need to be first level spells, yeah?
Yeah, first level spells.
Okay.
Um,
I have 3 spell books.
You have access to her character sheet, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm gonna teach her comprehend languages.
Great.
What do I need to roll?
Let's see. She is a generalist, so she has a 75% chance to learn a spell. So D100, 75 or lower. There you go.
Good. Cool. She got comprehend languages, and then I get 2 more.
Mm-hmm.
I will figure that out.
Yeah. All right. Archie, is this you? Are you gonna go fill the ship with cargo all on your own?
Is there anyone that can help me?
I mean,
I
you've got
think
your crew to sail the ship with you and help load the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you're in charge of this operation all by your lonesome?
Whew. Yeah, no, I'm do I have some idea how much we're actually moving here? Like how much we're dealing with?
It should be
No.
your ship full.
Yeah, should be a lot.
Yeah, we probably want like all the manpower we can get on this, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Let's bring some
Mhm.
people along.
Okay. You can bring a whole bunch of sailors to help physically move supplies.
Yep.
Captain John is staying behind, right?
Yes.
Nilram is staying behind. Sale is staying behind.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Archie has been informed on how everything is supposed to work. So it should all go super smoothly.
Well,
And in
Neal's
case I
smoking.
forget, I have a piece of paper where everything's written down that I can just give to someone.
Right.
Wait, hang on. I will look at as he says that. Let me see that, Archie. I read the paper. Like,
It says almost verbatim what you wanted.
Yeah, but is it directed? Is it like, okay, this is our story. You are actually this person. Like, if he hands this to, so it's like legit. It's like
a paper that he can hand to someone and be like, "This is what you wanted."
Okay, good. So it says that we are, the ship is from outside the Dardanelles.
Captain Waterford.
We're working out of Flotsam. We're transporting goods for Lady Nightingale to Port Prince.
Mm-hmm.
We've
Okay.
been paid in silver. This is it. Yeah.
What silver have you been paid in?
The silver that she gave me, no?
She gave you a box of jewelry, not silver.
Okay, jewelry. Yeah, sorry.
I'm teaching.
I meant like silver items, but yeah.
This is
silverware.
for cantrip. Fails.
That is a failure. Gonna do a quick one of these over here. Okay, cool. It's fine, right? It's fine. Okay, Archie, you can make your way into Port Prince by yourself with the crew, with the, not these folks. And sure enough, as soon as you pull into port, the Inquisitor comes stomping out to inspect this ship and take a look at it. What are you gonna do when you see, what is this Inquisitor's name? Port Ferris. Inquisitor Bane comes stomping towards you. Looking something like this.
All right. I will stand tall. I will make myself big. Make myself authoritative.
Mm-hmm.
Greetings, sir. I'm Barchi. I'm the first mate on the ship, and I'm here to do I'm here to do business. We're merchants from Flotsam Island.
This is Flotsam Island.
Yes, of course. That's sorry, I get confused. We're out on the sea a lot. Archie starts to fumble immediately. He's completely lost all of his confidence.
And what is your business here, sir?
Well, you see, so there's a lady, she has a chest of silver, and we're moving furniture. We're moving furniture. Yeah, that's that's what we're doing. Yep, that's all our business here. Barchi is the name, by the way, as you can see on the chest here.
The woman stares you down for a moment. Do you have your paperwork in order?
Well, my paperwork. Sure. Just follow me along to the ship, if you will. We have it all there. We have our
She'll
our
walk with you down the dock, but not step aboard your ship.
Let me just go inside and check with the paperwork man.
Pull up the anchor, run!
She patiently waits on the dock.
I step back onto the ship. Come back to you guys and tell you guys what's going on.
They are not here. They are back on the island. Right. It is just you.
That's right. Sorry. All right. Listen, can we? Does anybody have any paperwork?
A crew will bring the papers of the boat, a little binder or a little folded book with all sorts of documents in it. They'll hand it to you.
All right, I will take the paperwork. I'll take the guy who handed it to me with me, in case there's any questions. They come up. I go back to the Inquisitor. It's right. We got it. We got it right here. We got all the paperwork that's that's required. I hand her the paperwork. First mate Barchi is the name, by the way.
Uh-huh. She'll flip it open, quickly look through, and be like, you are not a registered ship here in the Dardanelles. I think we'll have to impound your ship until we can get the appropriate paperwork done.
Well, there must be some sort of mistake, though, because, you see, Lady Nightingale is paying us a chest of silver to move her furniture. And
Lady Nightingale! Ah, yes, I
Yes.
have a letter from her saying some out-of-towners were coming to pick up her
that's
goods.
us. Exactly.
Why
Yeah.
didn't you say so? And she slowly folds up the paperwork, almost, but like flips through it a little bit more, flips through it a little bit more. Where's your captain? You say you're the first mate? You don't look anything like the description here.
He's sick. Got the measles.
Oh.
Pretty bad. Yeah.
Do you not have clerics where you come from? Where is it
Well,
that you come from?
The cleric is also sick.
Well, that's probably because your people haven't heard of the good word of Astaire, god of law and order. Also, very close with the goddess of healing. Often our clerics are endowed with healing powers. Our inquisitors, some of them, can even dispel disease on command. I myself am not such an inquisitor, but some of them can. Measles, you say?
Measles, yeah. Really bad stuff. He's been out for a while.
Hmm.
That's why I'm here. I'm the first mate after all. That's my job, right? Is to replace him.
You are not contagious?
Absolutely not. No, no measles on this body, lady. Nope, nothing going on here. Just a regular old seaman.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
She takes a look to your ship, kind of like flips down the visor on her helmet and gazes up and down the length of your ship and gazes up and down the height of you, cocks her head slightly to the side, asks you to turn around for her.
I will turn around for her.
She flips her visor back up.
I'll kind of flex a little bit as I do.
Barchi, you say. You look familiar. Have I seen you before? Have you been through port?
No, this is my first time here ever. No. A lot of people confuse me because the no hair and beard and big muscles, tattoos. It's a common look among my trade. Yeah.
That it is. That it is. You how long have you been in the trade?
Oh, how long have I not been in the trade? I've been working ships my entire life, man.
You do have a bit of an accent. You don't sound like you're from around here. There's another person who sort of matches your description. Strong, tall man, bulging muscles, no hair, accent, not from around here, that's been causing some trouble and violence.
Oh,
Are you
violence? My God.
Are you a particularly adept fighter?
Oh, I've never fought anyone in my life.
She reaches out. She's kind of short. She's like 4'11", like grabs one of your hands and turns it upside down. It's all like calloused and rough and meaty palms. These are strong hands. You sure you've never
Lady,
picked a
I'm
fight?
very flattered, but I think this is a purely business relationship, and I don't think we should. This is a little bit inappropriate right now. I don't think you should.
She drops your hand. Sir, I am the protector of this town. I would never, not with a...
With the what?
With a strapping foreign young man like yourself. That would be wildly inappropriate if you're coming through this port. There's no way you... I mean, if you're docking in this port, you shouldn't... No, it would be wildly inappropriate.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Right. Have your men go... I think there's a message for you. This way. And she leads you back to her little... Inquisitor hut, her shield-bearing squire trotting away like 40 feet in the distance. She pulls out a piece of paper and thrusts it in your face. Here, I believe this is for you.
I cannot read it. I pretend to read it. Yes, of course. I just need to get something from the ship, and
The jewelry,
turned the
right?
ship. The jewelry, right? I turn back, go to the ship. Guys, can anyone fucking read? Please, just anyone.
All right, Archie, roll me a D20. Don't roll poorly. No one on the ship can read. Somehow, the group of people that you picked today are all illiterate.
Fuck. Okay. Oof. All right, boys, this is bad. So, do we? Apparently, the Inquisitor said it says something about jewelry.
Did you get a box of jewelry? Says one of them.
Did I get a box of jewelry?
No one wants to upset the Crimson Fist.
Has anyone seen a box of jewelry?
Someone brings forth a box of jewelry that you had been given by Captain John Winters.
Okay, we're good. All right, we got this. All right, awesome.
What do we do with it, sir?
I don't know. Okay, I think here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the jewelry. We're gonna take a couple of you guys with me. We're gonna walk past the Inquisitor. As soon as she's out of sight, we'll try to find someone who can read in the town, so they can read.
Okay, sir. And where do we go to pick up the cargo?
I don't know.
You don't know where Lady Nightingale's house is?
Oh wait, I think I've been there a couple times.
Have you?
Yeah, I think so, right? Okay. Do I remember the way there, kind of, Neal?
Oh, give me an intelligence check, Barchi.
General direction.
Okay.
Good roll.
You remember you went with John once upon a time, and it was kind of a fancy building. There was like a garden around it. You would recognize it if you saw it.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. All right.
All right. I think I know the way there. Let's go. Let's just go there. I mean, we don't have to find a random person to read the letter to us. We can just like someone at the house will be able to help us out, right? All right.
All right.
All right.
Box of jewelry in hand.
I think I bring like a bunch of men here, like
Right. Yeah. A bunch of them.
we're moving furniture too, like that's.
You step out of the ship. You've got the box of jewelry with you.
Yep.
You see the Inquisitor down the dock as you and your men approach.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
We're gonna confidently walk past her.
All right. Yeah, you walk right past her. She doesn't stop you. She waves at you and your men, and you can go on in town. It's fine.
All right. Wonderful. We will try to find Lady Nightingale's house.
It's a simple-ish thing. You wander the town for a little while. Eventually, you find Lady Nightingale's house, and you can meeting with her, give her the box of jewelry. She'll accept it back. Asks if you had any trouble with the Inquisitor.
I mean, she was giving us a little bit of a tough time, but you know,
As is her
I
job.
was able to handle it. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it was fine. So she gave us this message, and listen, I didn't go like to school. And apparently neither did any of the 40 people I came with. So we have no idea what this says. Can you?
I can see why Captain John keeps you around. And she will hold the letter that she wrote earlier. It simply says you're here to pick up my cargo, that you're from out of town, that your ship is headed from here directly to Port Prince on my orders to deliver my goods, where you will be receiving your papers. And I swear to vouch for you until such time that you reach Port Prince.
All right, wonderful. That's whew. All right, so that went really well actually. So I got So I got my men here. I heard there's a box of silver or something.
No.
That's no, right. Sorry. Archie fumbles again, gives up, and just hands her the piece of paper that Milram wrote.
She looks down at it. Yes, you're here to pick up the furniture.
Yes, exactly. That's
Yes.
Yeah.
She puts an arm around your shoulder and walks with you into the house and motions your men to follow and says, "The stuff that the servants have marked, please take it." And she sort of puts her weight on your shoulder a little bit because I think she's a little shorter than you. What was your name again, sailor?
Barchi.
Barchi?
Yeah, that's what it says on my chest right here. It's easy to remember.
You are a splendid specimen of a man, Barchi. If only every man in town were as wise and smart as you, then we would have no problem running this place.
Well, I think I would agree, yeah.
Yes. And your friends, your companions, the ones whose lives I've saved? Where are they? I have not seen the two others in quite some time. Tell me, how are they doing?
Oh, they're doing fantastic. Captain's a little sick right now, but
Yes,
other than
I'm
that-
more curious about the other two.
Oh, I see. Well, you know, Miller, Magic Man, as I call him, he's been doing good. He's been, you know, not breaking any severe laws regarding children, and then which is always good. Always appreciate that. And then my good friend Sale, we've actually been getting along really well. He's been doing great. We've been, you know, connecting on a religious kind of level recently.
See.
We've had
Calling to the gods together, are you?
well, not exactly, but you know, we've had some nice talks about it. I think we're
You
we
know,
have
I've
a lot
always
in
found
common.
myself a little lacking in the sphere of the divine. Perhaps the White Prince has put a poor taste in my mouth for the gods. Tell me, what have you found about religion that so inspires the two of you?
Well,
And know that you're talking to a trusted friend here who won't spill any of your secrets. Please, Barchi, great man,
Well,
tell us.
I feel you know, I wouldn't want to, you know, give away personal details about the spiritual lives of my crewmate. You know, I'm very, very mindful of that. But I will say that my entire life I haven't really been able to connect with any gods either. I've always felt like they don't really affect as much as people say. But I've always been drawn to the sea, you know. And then recently, it seems like the gods that really do help you, do care about you, maybe live in the water, and that's why I've always been drawn towards it. You know, that's been what I'm thinking so far.
The gods that live in the water? Tell me more. This sounds fascinating. You know, I own a fleet of ships. It would be very useful to know more about such denizens of the sea. Such divine denizens of the deep.
Well, I don't really know much about this either. It's more, I feel like oftentimes religion's a very personal experience. So I don't know if these gods can just be found all willy-nilly, but I know that me and my friend as well, when we've been in times of need, have been helped out on sea by certain beings. You know.
Do these beings go by a name?
Yes, but I think you're not supposed to say it. Or otherwise you get dragged into the sea and killed.
Oh my, sounds like some sort of
Yeah.
dark deity.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. It's just, you know, some people are self-conscious about their names.
I suppose. I once knew a man named Cosmo. Terrible name.
Yeah.
Poor
Awful.
guy.
Yeah. If anyone said that, you use that name for me, I'd also drag them to the sea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly.
Brandon.
Okay. Well, she pats you a couple times. I see your men are hard at work moving things. Would you mind overseeing them? These are precious goods. I would hate to see them damaged or broken.
That is what I'm here for. That's my job.
She parts ways with you. You'll see her husband coming down the stairs as well. He's dressed in his finest clothes. He's got a big sailing hat on, like a big tricorn hat with a huge feather in it. And she looks to you. And I told you that we were... I think I told your other friend, the captain of your ship, that we may or may not be traveling with you. It does appear that we will. Are we setting off today? Or tomorrow? When do you think we will sail for Port Prince?
Well, I wouldn't think that we need to delay any longer. I'm pretty sure if we can get all the stuff into the ship tonight, right?
Excellent. The crew is all ready to head to Port Prince today?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Where is Captain John anyway? You said he was sick?
Oh, yeah, gonorrhea. It's
Excuse me?
he's just he'll be fine. It's not bad gonorrhea. just a little bit gonorrhea. Yeah.
Well, they do say a lady in every port for a sailor, I suppose.
That is what they say. Yeah.
She looks you up and down. Do you have it as well? Is it a problem amongst your whole crew?
Oh well, no, we don't really. We're not that kind of crew.
And do you have a lady in this port?
I don't really, not really. Usually, talking to women.
Yes, I see you have a way with words.
Yeah, I do. I've been told that. Yeah.
She seems quite tickled by this, but then we'll go and, chat with her husband and blah, 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 blah. The ship can pack up, and it'll take most of the day to haul the goods from the house down to the port and, make many trips with carriages and many servants and sailors and blah, 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 and the ship will eventually fill up. Late in the evening. It's too late to sail out now, but you're still going to have to go and pick up the rest of your crew. You're going to have to go pick up the captain and Nilbrum and Sale. How are you going to do that with Lady Nightingale possibly coming aboard the ship? Are you going to take her and her husband and whatever passengers that they bring with them to your secret base?
That's a good question. Well, this is too much responsibility for Archie. He has no idea what the fuck he should do.
You're the captain now, Archie. John's not around. It all falls to you.
Oof, okay, Archie will think about this real hard. Okay, so... I gather like 3 random people from my crew to just bounce ideas off of. Kind of that scene in House where he just gets like the janitor to bounce the ideas off because he just needs someone to talk to.
Yeah.
I just gather like 3 random people. Okay, guys, listen up. So I obviously have a plan, right? But you guys are part of the crew now, and I feel like my responsibility as a captain is to sharpen your guys' minds a little bit by, having you guys figure out certain tricky situations, So I was posed with this problem. I personally came up with the solution for it, but I'm curious what you guys think. So
this again, huh?
so we have kind of a logistical issue where we're bringing Lady Nightingale and her husband and whoever else, goes with her. But we also got to pick up the main crew, the boys. Now, logistical problem here, obviously. We can't really bring... It's kind of iffy to bring people who are not part of the crew back to where we are. Because it's a whole thing. So, what would you guys do?
Wolfgar immediately steps in. We should blindfold them when they're on the ship. That way they can't see where we're going. Lock them down beneath the hold. That way they'll never know where to go.
Yeah, okay. Interesting there. They're noble folks. I don't know how much they would appreciate, they're not really used to that. And then also, listen, these people are not used to being on boats, and when you get seasick, that can already be bad, but if you're blindfolded, it gets a lot worse, we're gonna be cleaning their vomit off the ship all night. So
Isn't
not
that
really
what
looking
Johnny
forward
is
to that.
for?
It is what he's for. Yeah, I guess that's true. That's a decent point. What about you? What do you think we should do here?
Daedrix will step up and say, well, I think it's obvious. We sneak a ship, or we sneak out tonight and get to the island and pick up the others and bring them back before morning comes. And that way the whole crew will be here in the morning.
It's a decent idea. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to do that. Okay. I'm hearing one more idea from you.
Summer will speak up. This is why we have Captain John running things, not you.
I agree. Yeah, no, I 100% agree with that.
What's the big deal? They're supposed to be our friends. Why don't we just tell them the truth? Why we gotta keep lying to everybody? If you can't come up with a simple solution, like how do we do the thing that we knew that we were supposed to do before we left, then maybe we should just not try and do any crazy shenanigans. It's just gonna get us all killed or caught up in some wild, crazy story. Why don't we just be straightforward and honest?
See, I like the way you think. It's probably gonna get you killed one day.
Whatever.
I think
And become a pirate to live a nice, easy life.
that is a good point. You see, my problem here is I don't really trust Lady Nightingale. I've kind of up until recently wanted to bash her face in with my fists, actually.
What?
Yeah,
So Summer, she's a hottie. Why would you want to bash her in?
well, I think she kind of almost got the captain and me killed, but that's a whole other story that we don't have to get into. I don't usually handle diplomacy, so okay, maybe we delay this whole ordeal. We say we sail tomorrow. Tell them that. We leave tonight, pick up the others, come back, and pick them up then. I think I like your idea the most there. That's the idea
Daedrix
that I
nods and sort of scowls at the other two with their ridiculous notions.
It's also the idea that I actually came up with, so good job. And I flick him a silver coin. Let's the question is, do we load up the ship completely before we leave tonight? I mean, we're already here. Why the fuck not, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I go back to Lady Nightingale and I tell her that hey, so slight change of plans logistically. We have a couple more things we need to take care of, so we're going to be leaving tomorrow.
Sure. Everyone signs on. It's not a problem. And the plan will go fairly smoothly. You can leave the port tonight. There's some, paperwork to check out that you're leaving early, but you're returning tomorrow because you forgot some things. The Inquisitor would like to know where you're going to pick up these things that you will be able to return to by tomorrow.
In Port Ferris.
This
Archie
is Port
says
Ferris.
The first island that he. Right. Sorry. I like I said, I get confused. I have like a condition. In the Port Prince.
Port Prince is more than a day away from here. That's where you're going with the goods from Lady.
Right. Sorry. Like I said, I have a
Nightingale.
navigator back there. He knows all the. Let me just let me just check back with the crew. I go back to the crew. Guys, does anyone know a port or an island that is a day or less away that would be plausible for us to pick something up right now and not suspicious? Go.
Give me D20. All these people are from not around here. How much have they picked up while they've been here?
Oops,
That's
hold on.
close.
Yeah. Oh, can you not? Yeah, there you go. Fuck, dude.
Since we've got here, we've just sort of sat in the island. We haven't really gone anywhere much. The big trip was out to Alba Island, but that was, you guys were gone for like a month and a half, so.
Yeah.
It's the worst luck, Barchi. The absolute worst luck.
Can
you do it?
I go back to the Inquisitor. So we're gonna go to Yuma.
Ah, splendid.
Yeah, that's where we're going. Like I said, my names are terrible in my head. I'm sorry. Thank you for working with us. So I'm guessing I'll see you tomorrow.
She eyes you suspiciously. You say your first mate is sick, your captain's sick with the measles.
That's right. Yeah.
When you, will he be well by tomorrow?
Oh, he's definitely on his way to getting better. There's a good chance. There's a good chance, but I'm not sure.
She
Like I said, the
will make
cleric's,
some final notes on you. And let you go and dismiss you. And you can be back with the rest of the party.
Wait, can we just rewind cut to us standing in the base watching the ship sail away, the three of us, right? We're just watching. John turns to the other and says, "This is gonna be fine, right?"
Yeah. I mean, every time me and Archie are alone, oh no.
Okay, we can cut back.
Eventually, Archie comes back that night with the ship. And the three of you are there, plus all your other help.
All right.
Archie, you didn't bring Nightingale here, did you?
No, of course not. That would be really stupid. Like imagine I'd like blindfolded her and put her under deck. How stupid would that have been?
That would have been stupid. You should have just come in a rowboat.
Yeah, am I right,
Whatever.
Wolfgang? That was anyway. All right, so I'll pick you guys up. We'll pick up Nightingale and her husband, and then we go.
Yeah, why don't you could just bring the ship out and we could sail out in the rowboat too from here, but if you've already got a bit of a plan going on, then I suppose
that I could have also done that. Yeah, that would be another option, I would say. Yeah, kind of equal options there, I'd say. But I was in charge, so I made a
did you speak to
that.
It all go okay with the Inquisitor?
Oh yeah, it was no problem at all. So you have the measles, by the way, and so do you. I point to Sale.
I don't.
You don't know.
I hope she
How
doesn't
come-
know you
wait.
exist.
How come he doesn't? Why are we sick and he's not?
He doesn't
how-
exist.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Measles?
What is that, Sale? You seen that before?
I feel like I
Someone with the
heard.
spots?
I feel like I heard someone talk about it back home, but I have no idea what it is.
No.
Oh wait, I remember there was a guy. It was a body when I was working in the morgue. We were told not to touch it because he had it. So something like that. It's like you touch people and you get it.
Oh, it's contagious. So we're quarantined.
Yeah. Listen, I was put on the spot. She was asking where the captain was. I couldn't really think of anything.
No,
So
that makes sense. Well, no, okay, so we'll stay below deck. She won't want to meet us if we've got measles.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Did
All right.
she inspect the ship with the helmet? Should we bring the shield to suppress our magical field?
Bring the shield. We're gonna need it in Port Prince anyway.
She did do something with the helmet, looking at the ship, and at me too. Actually, she made me turn around. Which I thought was she like looking at my ass or?
I was gonna say, Archie, I think she was checking out the goods.
Yeah. So she was touching my hands too. It was kind of weird.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, Archie's in love with Inquisitor.
I will slap Sale. I guess we sail back to.
I will accept the slap as a worthy payment of my jeering.
Yeah, we sail back. The three of us will be in a room below deck next to the shield, which is in a crate.
You will sail. You'll put the two of them near the crate.
Yeah,
Or-
they're near the crate. Sorry, I'm going to be in the captain's quarters, but with the lights off and the door locked. That's better.
Sorry, I just spilled a drink.
Okay, we head back to the island to pick up Nightingale.
We have the box with the shield in it, and Sale and I are going to be the ones always transporting it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Gotcha. So it's a simple thing to sail back to Flotsam Island by the morning. Sail right into port.
Wait. I make a point of saying, Nolan, we need to be using the fog cloud every time we're coming in and out of the base. We got a bit lax on it recently. Some people have been talking, so let's just make sure we're on top of that.
I can do that. Do we want to bring my apprentice? She can garner some experience, or no?
She's your apprentice. To be honest, she kind of gives me the spooks. I've got bad memories of that place.
Woman won't fuck you, okay? So you don't like her, Captain? Is that it?
It's not what it is. Just a bit young for my tastes.
Understood. We'll bring her.
Okay.
Should we bring that accountant guy that we've been torturing, or no?
Yeah. Bring him. It's about time we stop with the torturing, I think.
Well,
Normal.
it's a little bit late for that, Captain John. You go down to his torture chamber where he's been, poked at and prodded at and beaten by Wiley and your other crew members, and you find the man dead, succumbed to his wounds.
Unlucky.
No, what's this? Can't come with us in this state.
Well, the fuck was I supposed to know this happened? I'll call over Wiley.
What's the
I
problem
told
here?
you to beat him within an inch of his life.
Wiley
not take
kicks him
his
with the
life.
peg leg.
By the gods. I walk out and I'm gonna shout down two of the random people. Oh, you two, come here, I need help.
Blake and Ethan will come on over to you. Yes, Captain.
We're taking this guy's body outside and feeding it to the lizards. Let's go.
The
Ugh.
lizards. Could we really be
Yeah.
feeding them?
Yeah, defenses.
How about we throw it in the sea to,
Oh. Well, he's your prisoner, whatever. Help him with the body. I say to the other two, and I'll
ask
walk
Sale.
off
Is that
shaking my
fine with
head.
you? Does that seem good?
Well, we want to sacrifice him?
That's one of the White Prince's men. I'm sure that,
Yeah, sure. I mean, he's a little. It's kind. I don't know. It's kind of like feeding old meat to a dog. You know what I mean? Is he gonna like it? I think we just throw him in the slime pit.
Yeah.
I think he likes them fresh. Like they gotta have a bit of heat in them.
Understood.
All right. The party can head to Port Prince now. Not Port Prince. Port Ferris after feeding the Sharpay to the slimes. Pick up your other two folks, Lady and Lord Nightingale, and a couple of their servants. They'll be wanting the nicest room on the ship. Captain John.
They want my quarters.
They're nobles aboard a ship that they are paying to transport them. How weird would it look if they didn't have the nicest quarters in the ship?
Some
want
reason this
Captain
hadn't
John's
occurred. This hadn't occurred to me.
Measle-covered quarters. They want to be in the measles room.
I don't think they think I've got measles.
No, she thinks you have gonorrhea.
Oh,
We don't
that's
know.
right.
There's a bit of an issue because the door only opens to John and Nilram.
That's true.
My. Let's hope no one sees the magically enchanted door from a dock.
True.
Well, we can have to play this situation out as it happens.
Yeah. Well,
But
you'll arrive
that's not
and
weird. That's not that weird because we're from a different area. We can get a
Yeah.
magically enchanted door from somewhere else. That's
sure. You can arrive in town and by the dock, and sure enough, there's Lord and Lady Nightingale in a carriage filled with servants, popping out with their last little bits of trinkets, and the cart can get ready to be pulled away, and what servants remain will be left in there and head back. And they head down the dock towards you. There's the Inquisitor, who plops on over as well. Captain John, have you exited the ship?
No. I'm in my quarters. I'm
So
sick.
it's Barchi one more time.
Yeah.
Barchi. The Inquisitor comes to you as Lady Nightingale and her husband, Lord Nightingale, arrive as well. First Mate Barchi, says the Inquisitor. I see that you've returned. How is the captain faring? I would love to speak with him.
Muted. Yeah.
So sorry. Oh, you wouldn't want to see him. He's still pretty
I thought you said he would be better by morning.
I said he might be. He's not though. So.
Does he need some assistance?
Oh no, he's fine. He's getting better. It's just you wouldn't want him.
There is a cleric in town who might be able to heal his wounds for a small fee.
Yeah, but that'd be a whole thing, and we really got to be on our way. He's gonna be fine though.
She digs around in a pocket, pulls out a coin, and tosses it to you.
I will catch it and look at her, questioning.
Make me an attack roll at the coin to catch in the air. You're gonna catch it. It's not a hard thing to do, but I want to see how well it comes off, how skillful you are. Yeah,
Pretty skillful. I think
pretty
16 plus
skillful.
is a crit.
She eyes your easy catching of the coin, and will head back to her little inquisitor hut without
What's the
any
coin
further
made of?
words. That's just a silver coin. Lord and
keep it.
yeah, Archie can keep it. The Lord and Lady and their people will hop onto the boat, and Lady Nightingale will immediately say, "Someone please take us to our quarters, the finest room on the ship, I assume." And one of the nameless crew members will begin to take her towards the captain's quarters, and then they'll on the door with John inside.
Oh, hello. Oh, this measles is a bitch. I say as I open it. Oh, Nightingale. Lord Nightingale.
"That's a Lady Nightingale to you," he says with a deep voice.
Apologies, sir. Did you two need something?
Lady Nightingale just sort of pushes her way past you into the room. "Oh, well, this is a splendid room. I think this shall do for, 10 days to Port Prince?"
Turn back around.
Normal call out. Oh, we'll do it in 8.
Oh, this bed though. It's I pushed down on it. It's a bit shoddy. I'm not sure it will.
I'm sure it's better than a hammock.
Yeah, I guess. All right. Well, I'll just move some stuff out of here and I'll let you guys get settled in. There's a thing with the door. Only I can open it. So
Excuse me?
keeps you safe from the crew at night if anything were to go wrong or if anyone were to board the ship or anything like that. I'll make sure someone comes by in the morning and lets you out. But if you need anything,
I thought you could
Just
only
knock.
open the door.
yeah, I'll come and make
Are you
it
telling
open
me
for
that
you.
if we are in this room, that we are locked in this room?
Fuck, I think
Yes.
in the thing, I think we said anybody inside can open it and leave though.
I think, yeah.
that's true.
Anyone can
I think we
exit,
did
but only
that.
the two of you can enter. That's
Anyone can
right.
exit, but only us can enter.
Once you're in, you can leave. You can't get back in unless I let you in.
Lord Nightingale looks quite confused. "What sort of arrangement is this, I've sailed on many ships in my time, and never once have I seen a door thusly locked. What sort of magic is this, This doesn't seem
Advanced
princely."
magic. Advanced magic, my lord. It's a precautionary measure. As you can imagine, we don't usually transport men of your stature around. We
If
usually...
anything, you should be happy. This is the safest room in any ship you've been on.
A
Exactly
room that I can't get into. What if my wife is in there and she's stuck, and I'm on the outside? I must call for one of you to come and
He could open, it
open my
for you.
door.
You could open it.
But not
long
if
as one of you
she's
are in.
sick or trapped or fallen and can't get up.
That's true, my lord. You're very wise. I hadn't thought of that. I'm afraid there's not much I can do about it at this point, but
Ah,
trust me, if you call my name, I'll be there in a jiffy.
This is most unreasonable. I'll be leaving a
apologize
full report for
I
you
apologize for the
when
inconvenience,
we
my
get to
lord.
Port Ferris.
Let me just grab my stuff here. And
Sweetheart, why are we working with such ridiculous situations? We're and
I get my captain's log and my pen and quill, and we'll.
Did she take
Squeeze
his
past
name
him.
or did he take her name? Do you know what I'm saying? Who's the better noble?
He was the one that had the money, and she married into the family, and then has sort of been running things while he is maybe not the most competent businessman or, you know.
Based on my understanding of inheritance laws, what would happen to Nightingale if this guy were to die?
Everything would be hers.
Sea's a dangerous place. I say that to them as I'm at the door with my book. I say to them, I say, well, make yourself comfortable, Lord and Lady Nightingale. Just be careful out there. Sea can be a dangerous place, and I'll give Nightingale a wink and close the door behind me.
Mm-hmm. As soon as the door is closed, you can hear him going off on like the quality of this ship and crew. And that first mate Archie, what is he doing, stumbling over everywhere? How could a captain appoint such a man like that to be his emissary when? And you kind of lose the sound as you walk away. Lord Nightingale seems to be very displeased with the party. But now everyone's aboard the ship.
I'll whisper to the captain. Do you want me to give her a note and see if she wants him dealt with on the journey?
I'm not sure. That might be a bit too unsubtle, Nora. Could be found. Let's we'll have a chance to raise the question, but we're on the same page here. I don't like the cut of his jib.
Last thing before we set out to Port Prince, I know the ship is being crewed by a bunch of people who we will give names as they come up. But are there any of the named NPCs that you want to be sure to take with you? For example, are you taking Sylvie, your apprentice?
Sylvie's coming for experience.
Okay.
We're going to be taking the 2 men that we took with us. Who
Blake and Ethan?
Stayed but we're going to take Blake and Ethan for sure. And then if you guys like any NPCs, you can give them out.
Yeah, I'd like to bring Mary Beth so that she could get some experience.
Mm-hmm.
We're not taking Obama.
We've got to take Obama, right?
We have to take.
Well, you're the navigator. That's his job, you know?
Backup navigator.
He can be the backup navigator.
Okay. Obama. Are we taking? We're not taking Wiley with us.
No.
No.
What
we taking
about
Bobby gonna stay
The
behind?
hot
yeah.
archer?
Ethan?
Seems like a
Not
good idea.
Ethan. Was it Ethan? Euclid.
Unless
Don't
there's
remember.
2 Ethan. What was his name?
Euclid.
Euclid.
Sexy Euclid.
We can
Oh,
take
and
him.
the kid, right? You want to bring Tense's child.
Yep, he's coming.
The captive who you're going to ransom.
Ransom return.
Let's talk about the ransom real quick here. If he's being ransomed and you bring him to the island, it's a little awkward,
We'll figure
right?
it out.
Because then you're sort of like marching him into town and holding him hostage, like within the confines of a city. Perhaps
I think
there needs
he's
to
a
be.
thing that we're gonna do after, so he'll just be there.
He can stay on the ship.
He'll stay on the
Yeah, he can
ship
stay on the
then.
ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Bobby?
Bobby,
him
stays
and
with
Wiley.
Bobby.
Those guys are in charge of the base, basically.
Okay. So John Bropey staying behind, Janet staying behind, James and Shoshana staying behind.
Yeah, we'll bring some new crew members.
Okay. Cool. Got the named NPCs. And our party can set out for Port Prince. It is a 10-day journey if you want to do it normally. If you want to try and cut the seas and make it a little bit of a faster journey, you can go ahead and make us a navigating check, Mr. Nilram. You'll need a 23 to succeed. There you go.
We succeed.
Excellent.
I hope the
arrive.
guy is impressed by our speed.
Ah.
Fastest ship in the Dardanelles.
He will make, if he survives to make these comments, he will be a little impressed that you arrived 2 days ahead of time. But upon the journey, there was some talk of misfortune, of dangerous seas.
Yeah. Well, we need to run it past Nightingale first.
Yeah.
I think. We can't just murder him, right?
That would be weird.
That'd be
Inappropriate.
weird.
But it's kind of inappropriate to ask. Oh, by the way, do you want us to kill your husband?
Well, you just say, is he causing you any trouble? Any difficulty?
Yeah, so I think maybe with the 4 of us are having a
Yeah.
conversation. Man, I can't stand Lord Nightingale. Fat piece of shit. It slows the ship down. I'm surprised we'll make it in 10 days. Never mind 8. And to think,
Children
Nightingale,
bust up laughing.
you think she'd go for a guy like that?
Can't
It's
fucking believe
unbelievable
it.
to me. And it's no surprise she's fucking around.
You would be just the better choice all around, John.
That's right, I'd make a good lord. You see that feather he's got? Like, he's seen me. He's seen me walking around his house.
He's probably
He knows
jealous of
that.
it, yeah.
He know. Yeah. Now he's like, oh, get me the largest feather that money can buy. Arsehole.
Well, if you want, John, I can take him out.
A lot of accidents happen at sea.
Oh, it's absolutely. I mean, this
A bad
fucking
storm,
guy
a lightning bolt hits him, you know.
don't even need a storm. He could trip on the deck and crash through the barrier, sink to the fucking depths before anyone could get down there to save him.
I think he'd float, Captain.
We'd probably need his her go-ahead first, though, right?
Yeah. I tell you what. I'll just have a word with her over dinner tonight and just see how things are going. You think that's fine?
Yeah. If you want him dead, just, you know, blink at me.
Just between the three of you, you guys had much experience with noble ladies? They're a different breed, you know.
I knew one way back, but she was like really old and really pleasant. I don't think she really knew who I was, so I just kind of talked to her about things.
I mean more sort of in the romantic department, you know.
Oh. I've been with a noble lady, as you've seen, Captain.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't know about that one, Nora.
I
I'm
don't
not
really
sure that's
remember.
Oh, yeah.
real,
Can you recall that one, Neal? Could you tell us about it?
She was hot, though, I think.
She was.
Yeah.
It's foggy.
And the whole thing is foggy.
From
Archie,
I
what do you
remember,
say?
Waking up in their dungeon, she was staring at you a lot, Nora, particularly between your legs.
Wait, you remember being in the dungeon?
I remember flashes. Do you not remember I asked the drowned one for memories?
Yeah. It's probably not a good idea. It's not something you want to remember.
No, Captain. In fact, it burdens me heavily. Which is
Do you
why
think we're going to get answers with this price, fellow? Woman?
Absolutely.
that's what it seems like. I mean, that's where the compass is pointing, Captain, so that's where my sail goes.
We're meant to be killing this person?
I think we're just talking.
I don't think so. I think we're kind of in the same situation, maybe? That would be the way I could describe it.
You
Don't
think
know.
if we were meant to kill someone, we'd know it, wouldn't we?
We would know it.
Yeah. It wouldn't be like, go find this person. It would be like, go kill this person.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
she's going to a new city, Captain. Maybe she wants a new husband.
Maybe.
Ask her at dinner. And then if you want him dead and you want me to do it, just give me the blink.
Yeah, you three have got my back. I know, don't worry. I know. Like that. He could be gone.
Wait, hold on. Could even like suggesting that you would kill him go badly for us? Is this?
Yeah, I'm not going to say it like that, Sale.
I guess, Captain, you do have a bit more tact than
Yeah.
me.
You
Hey,
sort of-
lady, what's your husband dead?
Listen, the key with things like this is you've got to kind of broach it in a vague enough way that you can deny it if you get accused, right?
Was she like
But,
looking annoyed at her husband throughout the trip so far, or no?
No.
No.
She seems to have
She's
no
probably
problems
happy
with them.
They
Oh,
might
really?
have their own pleasant arrangement.
Yeah,
Well,
they
she's cheating
probably
on
do.
him.
Can't imagine he's cheating on her. Oh, maybe he is.
You never know, Captain.
With one of the maids or something like that. Could you imagine? Imagine that sight.
I don't know,
Maybe they're
Captain,
swingers.
There are also some men who drop anchor in ports who look for big burly men. So perhaps he satisfies certain tastes.
Doesn't no one on this ship like that, right? No one. Maybe that might be a way we could broach the subject with Nightingale. We got anyone on board who swings that way?
Well, actually, Euclid does. I think he's true. I think he wanted to get with me, but I was more. Sex is more of a weapon than like something I care about.
I have to say, Sale, you seem to have a certain allure to some of these people. I can't see it myself, but maybe it's the. I don't know. Maybe it's the vaguely sinister look in your eye.
Captain Sinister? I reject that, okay? I have nothing but warmth and love in my heart for all people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I
Come on,
believe it.
Captain, get to it.
All right, well, let's just go about our business today. I'm going to think about what I'm going to say, and then tonight at dinner, I'll find a way to broach the topic. Where's the chef? Do we have the chef with us on the board?
Nope. You specifically left her behind.
All right, well, I guess
Someone else is cooking
we're not eating well, but in fact, do you know what? I'm going to cook dinner tonight.
I will think lustfully about her fish and chips as Captain serves me this fucking dredge.
I'm gonna take what we've got on board. I'm gonna put together some crazy meal. I'm not claiming to be a competent cook, but I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
As a celebration, I want everyone to eat together tonight.
What's the date in game?
We set sail on the 18th of August. No, we set sail on the 10th of August. You're expecting to arrive on the 18th of August.
Okay, nobody's birthday.
What kind of check do I need to cook?
You're not a proficient cook, right? So give me like an int check and a dex check. Let's see what you can do for us, Captain. You figure out some
Fantastic
things
meal.
that work well. You've eaten on ships a long time. You might not be a cook yourself, but you understand the basics behind a simple, decent meal that can work pretty well.
What it is this
Can
is like
he
a meal
take
that
that as like a recipe that he can make from now on?
Sure.
Well, I think that's what it is, right? So this is never a meal that you'd get on dry land. It's like a unique recipe by combining the kind of things that you would have on a ship. So like dried fruits, and maybe it's some sort of like what's the Indian dish with the basmati rice with all the dried fruits and the meat in it? And it's like baked. Sale. I mean, potato.
It's like biryani or something?
Biryani. It's a biryani. That's it. Yeah.
It's good.
Biryani.
It's really good.
It's gonna be good. So I will set tables down on the deck, where I'll have tables set, and I will serve everyone a lot of food. And I'm gonna make sure to give Lord Nightingale lots of food and lots of drink.
What is this, for eating with the crew? My God, I've never been on such a third-rate passenger ship in my life.
I'll start blinking at Neal Rum as hard as I can.
Yeah, does the captain blink at me?
My crew is like my family, and I wouldn't make you eat with us every day of the journey, but in celebration of us all being here together, I thought if you wouldn't mind me imposing on you at least this one night. I've got some fine rum that I keep for special occasions that you're welcome to.
I'm a well-traveled man. I like to think of myself as exploring many different cultures and places across the Dardanelles. This is one I have not tried before, but we'll see if you can impress me. And he sits back and pats his belly. Serve up the first course then, Captain.
Yep. Very
Captain Cook.
And I will do just that. I mean, there's only one course, unfortunately, but I won't break that to him until until later on. But I serve him the food, and I just keep topping up his drink, basically.
I'll whisper to Archie and Sale that I'll kind of point at the noble guy, and I'll be like, he's getting Captain Cucked.
Good one, Milram. I'll smack your shoulder really hard.
It was a good one, Neal Rum.
My goal is to maybe get him to go off to bed a bit early.
Well, he's a large man, so he can drink quite a bit more than the rest of the people here. You can keep topping off his cup.
More than Archie?
Yeah,
If I notice he isn't fucking off, I'll kind of tell Archie that he should do a drinking contest with his lordship.
Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but inebriation scales inversely with biomass, right? So the bigger you are, the more it takes to get drunk?
Yeah,
Is that right?
I think so.
Okay.
I believe Andre the Giant had to drink 12 beers, like cans of beer, before he even began to feel tipsy.
Right. This guy's not quite that large, but it will take him at least double or triple whatever anyone else does. And when you bring up the notion of drinking contests, what sort of, low-down, barbarous nature is this? Do I detect an accent in your voice, young man? It sounds somewhat familiar. Are you from the Dardanelles? I can tell the rest of these sailors are not. But you, he says pointedly at Nilrum, you sound like a place I know, place I've been before.
I am from the best stock, my lord, from Rangoon.
People of Rangoon are fine folk indeed.
I would agree. The finest.
But you're not, you haven't lived there in some time. I can hear, as I said, I'm a well-traveled man. I have an ear for accents. Where did you grow up, though, if you're not from Rangoon?
I was shipped off and grew up in Arcadia.
That sounds like it. Yes. Aridonian accent mixed with a Rangoon birth. That explains quite a lot about you.
You have quite the ear.
Well, I travel, I deal in all sorts of merchandise and goods. My family is, I'm sure if you're from Rangoon, you've heard of the Nightingale family before. Of
course.
We're purveyors of this and that and makers and shakers. My lady wife here has taken over much of the duties ever since we've got engaged. It is more of a pleasure for me now to explore this place and that.
Then you love other customs if you love to explore, yes?
I experience other customs, but I must say the ones in my own house and family seem to be the best that I've found so far. Nothing quite
almost
like...
slap the table. What is a custom on this ship that we have a drinking contest? You wouldn't be scared, would you, my lord?
Scared? Hardly. But it's also plebeian. It's beneath me to inebriate myself like that for show and ugh. In fact, I think I will take my leave if that is the direction the night is headed. And he gets up from the table and walks out.
Does he not try and bring like his wife with him?
No.
Okay, well, mission accomplished. Nice work. As he leaves, I take a swig of my drink and put it down. That was a great meal, don't you think? I impressed myself.
I'll look at Lady Nightingale inquisitively. Did he say engaged?
We were engaged many years ago. We are now married, she says, catching your vibe.
It's getting a bit stuffy down here. I might go for a walk on the deck. Lady Nightingale, would you care to join me? Bit of fresh air?
She looks, only if your chaperone, she points to Archie, comes with us.
Of course, yeah. Nothing like that.
I'll give the captain a look.
Right.
Did he blink?
You know, people blink all the time, Nelrum. They're always blinking.
I'll stand up. Right, come on then, Archie. You coming for a walk too?
Yeah, I'll come with you.
I'll whisper to Sale. Did he blink? Is this my cue?
Oh gosh.
It looked a little more like a wink. He was kind of turned away from me. He did. He blinked, but I don't know if it was at you. I don't know.
If I knew better, I'd turn around and shake my head, but I don't. So, okay, nice.
We got, what was it, day one? We got 9 days to make this decision. I think we don't have to make it.
I'll wait.
That's time.
All right. The three of you get to the top of the ship, or the deck of the ship this evening. There's a couple of people on watch. There's someone at the helm. There's someone at the prow, making sure that there's nothing unexpected in the way. Other sailors standing around doing some sort of duty. Someone's coiling rope. Someone else is sanding down part of the deck.
I'd love the smell of the sea air at night on a calm day like this, don't you, Archie?
It's beautiful. Feels like home.
It does feel like home. What do you say, Nightingale? You spent much time on the seas?
I try to avoid it as much as possible. Find it gets in the way of my other tasks.
Nothing wrong with being a landlubber, I suppose, but good for you to enjoy it every now and again. Are you finding the accommodations comfortable? It might be a little bit cramped.
I would not complain.
More than I could say for your husband.
He is a man of particular tastes. He knows what he likes, and he is quite vocal about what he does not.
Seems like it. So how did you two meet?
Wouldn't you know it? We met at a dance.
How quaint. Was it love at first sight?
No, not quite. My dance card was full that night. Some other gentlemen who had maybe a glass or two too many tried to impose on me inappropriately. And dear Lord Nightingale saw this and took umbrage at the man's beastly behavior and used his great girth to knock him out of the way. The man went tumbling down a small staircase. No serious injuries, but enough to harm his pride. And we spent the rest of the evening chatting and dancing. And he was a good man, honest, straightforward, came from a good family.
Rich.
Very good family. But not
What was
too close to the
What was your
inlands.
maiden name, if you don't mind me asking? Do you marry up here or sideways?
It's a very personal question.
Apologies, I don't know the what's the word? You know, the customs of the nobility. If that's out of order, feel free not to answer.
She takes you up on that offer.
I'll walk for a little bit. What do you think of the food, Archie? You liked it? We remember we had this once when we were sailing near Akuba in
I could have
in
sworn
Arcadia.
this man's name was Barchi, she says. And she walks up and, like, opens his shirt and, like, puts her hands on the chest where it says Barchi.
Whoa,
See?
lady.
Is this
Talk
not
about
Barchi?
Talk about beastly behavior.
Jesus. Calm down. All right. Well, you know,
Maybe-
so sometimes it depends on pronunciation. The B's silent sometimes.
No,
like,
well, you seen that.
wasn't it centered for Archie and now the B makes it sort of like
Yeah.
off-centered as well?
Well, it's also like the B is like scrolled, right? And the Archie is
Yeah.
like well tattooed.
It's like a different color.
We go by many names in our business, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
I would think that maybe Archie got a bit confused and gave you the false name
Mm-hmm.
by mistake. Luckily, though, they're quite similar, so shouldn't be too much of an adjustment.
Did you call me up here for a reason?
I just wanted to chat and make sure everything was to your liking. I understand that this is a bit of an unusual situation. I didn't want to make sure that your husband wasn't too unhappy. And I wanted to ask, how much does he know about what's going on here? Is he going to be a problem?
She takes a glance at the nearby sailors who are working on, this or that, just to make sure that they're out of earshot, and drops her voice a little bit. My husband is, like me, completely involved in legitimate businesses, and knows very little about the goings-on of wayward sailors or brigands or privateers or whatnot. So he understands that I have a gambling business. It's not quite a habit. I do tend to make quite a good money from it. And he knows that I handle the affairs of the household better than he, and he leaves these things to me. Does that answer your question satisfactorily?
I guess so. He's not going to be a problem for us, though, right? For me and Archie here. He's awfully inquisitive.
Yeah.
He is a man of sharp wit, even though he can be a
tell.
little bit loud. I would not. If you have things you wish to keep secret from the White Prince, I would not tell them to him.
Yes. Well, it's probably quite important if you want to stay wet. I'm not well, if something were to be revealed like that, like I said, the sea can be a dangerous place. Just make sure he doesn't put his nose anywhere where it's not wanted.
I am quite certain he will be putting his nose everywhere. So hopefully nothing is too untoward.
Hopefully. You're happy to keep him around then?
Well, he's my husband. We are a married couple. We work well together.
Wait in silence. I just kind of look at her.
She meets and holds your gaze.
Right. Well, if that's settled, then well, I think we've said enough. Do you? I don't know if I'm stumbling into something here, but perhaps I should leave Archie to his chaperoning, Lady Nightingale. Would you prefer? I could make myself busy somewhere else.
I do think the evening is drawing on. It is time that I retire to my chambers.
Of course. I'll walk you most of the way. Let's go.
I do believe I need you to let me in.
Oh,
Since
yeah,
you'll
I'm
have
standing
this
outside of the door.
I
strange
suppose you'll be asleep by now.
arrangement. Unlikely.
Sure.
He'll probably be composing lines that he does.
Composing lines?
Yes, he fancies himself a bit of an artist on the side.
Interesting. The man has many mysteries. Right, very well. I'll walk her back most of the way to the room and then let her go. Oh no, I need to let her in, so I'll let her in.
Well, her husband's standing outside the door, right?
I guess
I
he would have
presume.
gotten to the door earlier and like tried to open it and let out a lot. Gods, by all the gods, why is the door? Captain John, you must come let me into my chamber. You know, one of those loud,
Yeah.
angry.
No,
All
apologies, my lord. I'll let him in. Okay. Seems like she's happy to not have him. If she wanted him killed, she had the chance to say it there. So I'm going to assume that that's settled. So yeah, okay, we can leave that.
All right. Anything else we want to do upon the journey?
Think so. Pending, but yeah.
Okay.
Got a break?
Why don't we take our break right here and we'll come back on the other side with a little bit more Tides of Death.
All right.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tides of Death. Days later, Port Prince pulls into view. It is right over here. If I can drag everybody. We're going to have two maps, you see. So let me get the soundtrack going on here. The one on the right is the more zoomed in version of Port Prince. You can see that it is bound by the sea, more or less on the east coast. And the west, north, and the south are bound by this mountain range. And then like walled off in between, there are multiple
Is that
rivers.
whole thing the city?
This whole thing is the city right around here.
I said that's the keep on that little island.
That is, as you will find out shortly, the White Prince's keep on that island. Yes. And then to the left is the macroscopic view of the island. You can see the town is over here in this region. There would be the keep. There's a big old volcano out back and a lake and a couple other mountain ranges. And then this is all like jungly territory out here. And the walls of the town block it off from anything else out there. But you also see that there are gates in the walls. So there are, ways in and out. I think at this point in time, y'all don't have any ideas about the rest of the island. You don't know much about it. All you've known is the main city here. You've heard a little bit about the sorts of commodities they deal in. And when you approach, you will see that it has two sets of docks. There are stone docks on the south side and wooden docks on the north side. And to even approach this area, you're going to have to sail right past this tower, this White Prince's tower, big flags flying out, people up there with spy glasses, spying on everyone that comes in and out of the port from as far away as they can notice. So it's well protected, difficult to sneak in and out of. No place to like land upshore and then sneak into town because it's guarded by either walls or like deep impassable mountains. It's the only way in and out is on the port.
So as we're arriving in the morning, whilst Nightingale and her husband are still in bed, I want to gather the crew here and speak to them and let them know what's going on. Okay, so everyone's gathered in the deck of the ship or something. All right, lads and ladies, get your shit together. This is going to be a very tense moment here. We're going to be making our way to the dock. Just so everyone knows, what we're doing here is we're delivering Lady Nightingale and her husband, including the furniture from their home, to their new home here in Port Prince. And then whilst we are here, we'll be picking up a shipment of furniture and a shipment of copper wire, which we will be returning to Flotsam Island. We are sailing from Arcadia, but we have done many dealings in Flotsam before. We've worked with Nightingale before, but we're all from Arcadia. Even the ones of you from the Dardanelles, remember, this is an Arcadian ship. It's fine that you're from the Dardanelles, but remember, the captain is Arcadian, we are from outside of the Dardanelles. Hence, if they do rumble us with our spellcasters here, not that we're going to offer that information, but if we get rumbled, it's an out. So everyone, be on your best behavior. Make sure you know the story. Don't speak to anyone important unless you're spoken to. Okay, just keep a low profile. If I find out that any of you have gone to shit here, you are on your own. I will not be murdering anyone to save you. You'll be left to the gallows or whatever other crazy shit they do to you out here. So do not get into any trouble. That goes for all of you.
Everyone looks at Nilram.
I'm looking at Archie
Miles.
as well. I'm like, Archie, we gotta be careful.
Daedrix raises her hand.
What is it, Daedrix?
How long are we staying in port?
Until we finished our business here. Hopefully, not too long, but it could be a couple of weeks.
Do we
You
get
find
paid
you're gonna
before
do
we go
whatever
on
you
shore?
Hey, do they need money?
Yes, we're going to get to that. Do you have... What was that question, Daedric?
Do we get paid before we go on shore?
Absolutely, yes. We're going to be here for 2 weeks, so you get 2 weeks' wages. If it goes on longer than that, you can find me, and I'll get you some more money. I'll come and find you. Yes.
Daedrix again. Haven't we been? Don't we get more than 2 weeks' wages? Haven't we been with you for a couple months now? Shouldn't we get a couple months' wages?
I guess so. Yeah, fine. I now ask the DM, what's the set wage for a sailor?
They're not just doing this for the love of the sea.
They are not
Well,
doing it for
some-
the love of the sea. They are doing it
Some
for
of
the
them
money.
some of them are prisoners, but I will pay everyone as if they were, proper crew members here. I'll also give them a bonus. It's probably expensive here.
I have a document for sailor wages.
2 months' wages.
Sailors get paid 750 copper a month. So 7 gold, 5 silver a month. If you are
So
paying
15
an
gold.
ordinary sailor.
Yeah. So 15 gold for 2 months. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give everyone 25 gold. How many people have we got?
40.
Fucking hell.
Jesus Christ.
Well, that's
This
expensive.
shit's getting expensive, yeah.
So 25 times 40 is 1,000 gold. Fuck.
I guess it's true what they say. Personnel is
Do we
always
have
the
enough
most expensive, am I
To
right?
just pay for a year and then not worry about it?
No, I'm getting 2 months. Fuck that. Removed 1,000 gold. Neal.
Okay.
I give
Pay
everyone
everyone out.
25 gold pieces. Yeah.
Even us?
Are you included in the 40?
Nope.
Okay, no. I mean, I'll
I don't
once
need gold. I'm good right now.
yeah, once everyone's paid and gone, I'll say to the rest of the crew, like, we might be splitting up here. We need funds. So how's everyone doing?
Got 75 gold.
I have 100 silver on me.
I have
Okay, so-
145 silver on me.
Okay. So I give you both 100 gold.
Oh wait, sorry, no, I have 100 gold on me. Never mind.
Okay, I give Archie 100 gold,
Thank you.
and I'll give Norm another 25. Yeah.
I asked for one more so I can just have an even 100.
Yeah, okay. There you go. How much do I have on me? Okay, I've got over 100 gold. I'm gonna top myself up from the party sheet. Don't mind if I do. Okay.
So
Alright,
I can
good.
put 40. I can put 25 gold in Sylvie's sheet then.
Yep.
It's good. Nilram takes 10 gold. Well, no, he takes. Sorry, he takes 24 gold from her. She has 1 gold. She doesn't need it.
Yeah. Does everyone seem pleased with the wages, Neal? No one's
Yeah.
like complaining or anything like that.
Yeah. Those are the wages that you would pay ordinary sailors for ordinary jobs. So that's what
no,
they
I've
would
given them a
expect
bonus.
to be paid. Plus, they expect if you're like looting anything to get like a cut of the loot on top of regular wages. But so far,
Well, they
it's just
should have
been-
got 50. They should have got 15 gold. They got 25. So
That's pretty good. That'll
That's
that'll
good,
cover
yeah.
them. Yeah.
Someone's asking how much is left. We have. Why don't you take a guess? Do you guys know how much is on the party sheet? What do you think we've got?
7,000.
Few, yeah,
Got-
probably.
We have how many silvers in a gold now?
10.
10? Well, we've got 2,500 gold pieces. And we've got, 13,400 gold and silver.
Oh, we're fucking rich.
Yeah, we're
Yeah, you
rich.
got
We're
tons of
doing
money.
alright. Yeah.
Into Port Prince you will sail.
Okay, I am sweating here. This is going to be intense. So I'm going to pick who I want here. I'm going to make sure, right? Nilram and Sale, you guys
And
are...
Sylvie.
And Sylvie are with the rest of the crew. You three in particular are carrying the box with the shield in, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Me and Archie are going to go together to speak to the Inquisitor.
You will be
But Archie,
directed
you're not gonna
by
talk.
sails and flags to the stone side of the port and to a specific dock over here. And as your ship arrives, sure enough, the Inquisitor will come on out to inspect the ship.
Tensor is hidden away.
In
And
the
so,
yeah.
In the hole.
I have the ship's documents with me,
Excellent.
along with the letter from Nightingale about the furniture and the order form from the blacksmith.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You've got all these things. The Inquisitor will come out, walk up to you immediately and ask, "Are you the captain of this ship?" They look to
Indeed
the
I am.
side. What is your ship's name again?
Oh, wait, did it have
I
it
don't
in?
think we know it.
I don't think
If
we've
it
given
doesn't
it
have a name, then you can name it yourself. But I thought we gave it a name. Wasn't it the?
Spicy enchiladas.
I don't
no.
think that's what it was.
The forbidden fruit?
Yes, I think
That's
it was.
pretty good. Yeah, okay, the forbidden fruit. Yeah.
Are you the captain of the forbidden fruit?
I am.
Let me see your paperwork, please.
There you go.
And
I
they'll
handed the
immediately see,
folder.
the Arcadian, actually the Solomese paperwork on the thing, and start to frown. They'll see the document from Lady Nightingale, and the Inquisitor will perk up and look around and spot, a noble lady and her husband on the ship. Read through the papers very quickly and ask, "Is that the Lady Nightingale for whom you are transporting these goods?"
And our husband, yes.
May I speak with them?
Of course, yes. I shall.
May I board your
Archie,
ship?
If you'd like, I can bring them to you, though, if you would prefer.
That would be preferable.
Archie, can you go and get the Nightingales?
I absolutely can, yeah.
Archie, sorry. I don't correct myself audibly, but I think I fucked up.
The Inquisitor will take a look at you, kind of size you up and down with their great helm on, sword at their side, gleaming bronze armor shining in the sunlight.
They look like a total badass.
She's 5'6", 120 pounds, about 34 years in age,
Compared to the last
wearing
Inquisitor, we...
magic plate mail. It's clearly magical plate mail. She has a shield that is being carried by a squire a few feet away from her. She's got the most magnificent arming sword at her side that you've ever seen. Like the scabbard is made out of gold and silver stripes with the gems encrusted on all the sides of it. The handle's wrapped in some sort of exotic animal skin and then bound with what looks to be mithril wire. The pommel itself is some sort of animal head, but it keeps getting caught in the folds of her long sleeves that she wears. Her cloak is this deep royal blue that flows all around her. She's got long red hair. Large symbols of a stare emblazoned all over her, the triangle with the rings on her chest and on the pauldrons and on the shin guards and everything.
Yeah, as she looks me up and down, I'll take off my hat so she can get a better look at me.
She takes in your face a little bit. She's gonna make a quick charisma check at you. Sizes you up pretty well, I think. And then Archie comes back.
17 charisma time. Wait, is she a paladin?
I don't know.
Oh shit.
Lady Nightingale will give her a bow of the head and say,
Yeah, well,
Inquisitor.
I introduced them. Inquisitor, this is Lord and Lady Nightingale of Flotsam Island.
Lady Nightingale says, Inquisitor Goldmane, I've heard many a good thing about you. Inquisitor Bane, I have worked with closely for many years. I doubt you've heard of me myself. These are some men I've requisitioned from afar. They are Kuban by nature with the Solomese ship. They are here for their appropriate paperwork. I will be paying any fees involved with that, as I am their introduction here in town. Are there any problems or any other Anything else you need me to address before I continue on? And the Inquisitor will look over the ship, look over the two of them, and say, if you would not mind waiting by while I give the ship a once-over. The Outer Ring has been swarmed by pirates as of late. There is some sort of Crimson Fist running around, along with an older, outdated pirate by the name of... what was it? Malcolm? Or... She looks to you, Captain John Winters. What is the other name of the pirate on the Outer Ring?
I have to say, I've only heard of the Crimson Fists.
There's another one out there.
There was some sort of blockade I heard down to the south of the Outer Ring, but I can't say I've traveled that way myself.
Yes.
Was it Costa or Nero? Starbuck, maybe? Something like that?
That's the one. Starbuck. Captain Starbuck. None of you know anything about Starbuck or these Crimson Fists?
No more than by reputation.
Tell me, what does your reputation tell you? I would love a
That they've
word from the
been,
outside.
That they've been boarding ships out in the Outer Ring, slaughtering civilians mercilessly. Something to do with a spellcaster.
What do you know of the spellcaster?
Not much. I don't know
arcane
the
or
type
divine?
of magic. I'm afraid I couldn't. I'm not a learned man myself with these matters.
She looks to Lady Nightingale, who's like, oh, well, the Crimson Fists, I do believe, are a group of 4. Their wanted posters were plastered all over Port Ferris. In fact, and she digs around in one of her pouches, one of her, like, the sack that she's got at her side, and she produces one of the, like, wanted posters with your faces on it and hands it over immediately. And we'll take a look at it, look up at John, look down at the photo, or the drawing, goes, you know, Captain, you look quite a bit like one of these members.
No, let me see that.
She hands it to you.
Oh, well, he is quite a handsome devil, I suppose. I did hear that he has a reputation with the ladies.
So it couldn't be you, then?
Afraid not, no. I spend far too much time at the on the seas. My skin too much salty and calloused to be one making too much progress with the fairer sex.
The Inquisitor asks Lady Nightingale if she can keep the wanted posters, and Lady Nightingale agrees.
Did our bounty change at all?
This is the old bounty from a long time ago. You could ask around here. Do you want to ask the Lady Goldmane? Okay.
But ask later, yeah, and that's not asking.
Not right now?
No, probably not the best time.
Sure enough, you will get the okay to go on ahead as long as the captain and the nobles stay by while all the cargo comes off so it can all get scanned. There's a cleric standing sort of near the squire, and actually 2 clerics standing near the squire, and a couple of other men-at-arms that are checking out everything that's going on. And soon enough, the party can come on down, carrying their goods. Nilram, how are you dressed? You're not dressed as a wizard anymore. You're not in your black robes, right?
Sadly not. He's just in some regular old leather clothing. He looks like an everyday Joe.
What about you, Sale? Are you wearing your sandstone pendant?
No, I have that stuffed somewhere on my person, and I'm wearing, demure clothing. Although I feel like Nilram, he's kind of cheeky and thinks he's smarter than people. He might have like one of his pieces of clothing that is recognizable. Like, no one will catch me.
What about
Is the
spell
Inquisitor
components?
searching the ship on her own?
Well, right now she's just watching everything
Okay.
come off of the ship and gazing at it. What about spell components, Nilram and Sale? Do you carry any of them with you?
They're gonna be in chest with all the magical items.
The chest with the
yeah.
shield?
With the shield, yeah.
And the shield's the only
That's where
magic
his
item in
robes
there,
are.
right?
Yeah, besides like spell components and stuff.
Right.
Besides his robes that have the magical thing on it. Yeah. Do we all have armor on us for this, or would we have taken it off?
I think we would.
Taken off.
Yeah, it would be off the whole crew. Even we couldn't have
Yeah.
anyone detected.
Yeah.
Sure, that's fine.
And the drums, you wouldn't have used the drums because that would have given them away to Lady Nightingale and
Right.
her people. So are they stored on the ship, or are they back home on the island?
probably in the chest too. If I don't think that that's gonna do anything.
No,
irreversible.
I think we would have left them. Right? We'd leave them in the base. We've got the ship. We've got rowers. We don't need them. So it's not worth the risk.
It really depends on if we actually brought the smaller ship in a bottle. If we brought the smaller ship in a bottle as like an emergency
have-
escape, then we would have the drum, I think.
Well, now is the time to decide.
I just don't see how we can hide them. So.
Well, you can hide them in the chest, right?
Oh, in the chest with the shield. Okay.
Yeah.
It depends on how thorough the
I'll
inspection is,
do.
too.
I don't know. I'll do a d20 to see if we brought the small ship in the bottle. Low, we didn't. High, we did. No, well, we did.
So the ship in the bottle and the
the drums
drums
are
are back at the base.
Yep.
No. Oh, okay.
Is that fine?
Yeah. They're at the base, right?
Yeah, they're at the base.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Excellent. Sale,
Hi.
would you give me a charisma check, sir?
Uh-oh. This is with like makeup advantage, I hope.
No.
Just a regular old everyday charisma check.
Is this one you wanted to fail?
You got
Yeah,
your hands
probably.
on this box with Sylvie and Nilrum hauling them past the Inquisitor. When you recognize one of the clerics standing next to the Inquisitor's squire, it's unmistakably your brother,
Holy
aged
shit.
some years, but wearing the symbols of the White Prince. Clearly a cleric in the White Prince's employ. And let's give him a charisma
no.
check.
Oh no, indeed.
He
Natural 20.
Oh.
sees you.
Oh.
His mouth drops. He loses his composure, and he hurries in your direction. Sale! Sale, is that you?
I'll like squint at him and I'll be like, Bale? Oh my god.
Sale!
I will
What the?
Oh,
I came
no.
looking for you. But I have to work. Where are you staying? I'll come find you later. Brother.
Running all the way over to you, you still got your hands on the box. I guess the box has maybe stopped moving at this point. He throws his arms around you recklessly. I don't know if you're going to be able to hold on to a box. Give me like a strength check or a dex check to maintain your grip on the box while your brother...
Wait. Hang on. I want to intervene slightly here. I'm worried that having the shield near all these magic items is a bad idea. So as soon as this happens, I will point at someone else and like Archie, help carry that thing. Get out of that way.
I got it. No worries.
Can we do that
and
in
I'll-
time? I feel like this is happening really quick.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, the
this-
guy's coming across the area. John tries to redeploy Archie. Sale's kind of there. You can make your dex or strength check at advantage because you only have to hold it for a brief bit before Archie gets here.
I
but
did
he
a
passed.
27, which
Okay.
I think should be fine.
That should be fine, yeah.
But I
You
just
can
want
hold
to get
on
the
to it.
shield away from all the magic items.
What magic items?
Like the magic items that the Inquisitor has.
Hmm.
'Cause
Or
there's
the
gotta-
cleric might have.
You know what I
Right.
mean? Like she might notice that there's an anti-magic field. So.
Right, so you'll get it away and leave Sale out in the open
Yeah,
away
yeah.
from the shield.
Oh shit, no.
Yeah,
Well,
we're in a
then-
bit of a
The
catch.
box is
Captain
grabbed
order.
and held.
That's what I ordered. Yeah.
One brother
But-
embraces the other. The Inquisitor turns to look at what's happening here. Do you two know each other? Bale will speak up immediately. This is my long-lost brother Sale. I've told you about him. We were captured by pirates.
Yeah, I went home to try and bring him home, but I couldn't find the money and I couldn't find the people. And that's why I'm here, actually. I'm here to look for you, Bale. I can't believe it. It's been so long.
Nilrum, you've got the box. You can sort of lead Archie and Sylvie wherever you want. Do you leave and let Sale
Lead
fall
'em.
out of the aura, or do you stay and maybe risk the cleric having magical items that are within the aura and the Inquisitor maybe getting closer and getting within the aura?
I'm gonna lead him towards Sale and bark out. Yeah, that's all. That's nice and all, but you need to get back to your post. Help me move these boxes.
We've been separated
not-
for decades. How could you? Can't work him to the bone like that. That's inhuman.
Well,
Brother,
we
Bale-
can't
Bale,
leave the Lord and Lady waiting.
Bale, listen, I'm a grown up now, Bale. Okay, you don't have to look after me. Okay, I know you're my older brother, but that doesn't mean you lord over me. Okay, I'm my own man, and I'll walk away. I'll be
Get
like,
over
I'm
here
happy
and
to
carry
see
this
you,
box.
but I'm here for a job. I'm here for 2 weeks. Where are you staying?
he looks dumbfounded, mouth agape. I live here. I'm on I'm on the green street, the house with the red door.
All right, I'll come find you, but I have to get back to work or I'll be in trouble with my captain.
No one
and I'll
will
like
scream
glance
out.
at.
Pleasantries later. We need to get this stuff moved for the Lord and the Lady.
Inquisitor on their way over, taking their time to stroll, not trying to interrupt the clear reunion of the brothers. Sale, Archie, Sylvie, and Neal will carry the crate into the city as other crates are walked back. The Inquisitor will come up to Bale and say, "Father Bale, this is your long-lost brother, the one you've spoken about, the one that you were captured by pirates with." Bale will nod excitedly. I guess it's been too long. By a stare. I don't know what sort of terrible things he's experienced in his life to be so cold. I've been spending these last years looking for him. He looks to John. This man is in your employ. You know him?
Yes.
Can you tell me of him? What has been his fate in these past years?
I found him in Redport, in Eridon. He's a hard worker. Diligent.
Any news of my family?
I have to say, he didn't tell me that he had such a high-ranking brother. It's nice to meet you, Lord Bale.
Father Bale. I'm no lord. I'm
Father
just
Bale,
a
apologies.
lowly cleric serving his great majesty Astaire, the finest of all the gods.
Well, we all serve Astaire in our own way. You more than most, perhaps.
At this point, Lady Goldmane will sort of step in and say, "Father Bale, please attend to your duties. See to it that you have the same discipline that these sailors have. There's much work to be done. There's time for pleasantries later." Bale will sort of stumble back to the other cleric near the squire with the shield and talk amongst themselves very quickly.
I shoot a very surprised and somewhat angry look at Sale. If he looks over his shoulder.
I'm gonna look back in bewilderment, just wide-eyed.
Inquisitor Goldmane, did you say you wanted to inspect the ship? I can show you around.
Please.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Me and
she
Archie
will
will go with her.
First things first, she goes to your door and stands outside of it, gazing at it up and down and all around, and then looks at you.
What's
Tell me
wrong?
about this door.
Oh, it's magically enchanted to avoid trouble with the sailors. So it's made so that only I may open it from the outside. Here, the Lord and Lady were staying in here, so my captain's log and whatnot isn't in here right now. I open the door for her.
Yep. She will look at you
I know
and motion
that,
for you to enter first.
as I open the door, I say, I know that things in the Dardanelles, you can be a bit suspicious of magic. You know, we had this enchanted back in Arcadia. It's more commonplace over there.
You had this enchanted yourself?
I did. It's been specifically enchanted for me.
I see. How much did it
Please.
cost?
I think about 200, 300 gold.
Her brow furrows underneath her helmet. She will walk inside and look around, and quickly stroll out now down through the other decks and sort of give the ship a whole once over, making sure she gets pretty close to every part of the ship before heading off and out.
Wherever Tensor is being held, I sort of don't linger too long in that area if I can avoid it.
Yeah, I imagine that he's being, I don't know.
He's somewhere secret, right? He's not just going to be in a room. He's going to be like hidden somewhere in a chest or something, wherever he is. So, you know,
You've got him
make
like
sure she
in
doesn't
a
linger.
box somewhere on the ship.
Well, yeah, because I expected that the ship's going to be searched. So.
Right.
I would assume that we would have like a false floor somewhere that we can hide some shit in.
Okay. You could be down with the ballast somewhere in a super uncomfortable place that you've been having to like bring food and water down to. It's a gross area.
Well, he would just be there for like today, right?
Yeah.
He would have been seen the rest of the time then As-
By the crew,
by the crew.
probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's fine because they know.
Crew knows what's up, yeah.
How would you have kept him away from Lady Nightingale, her husband, and their servants?
I don't think we did.
So everyone would have
Necessarily.
seen Tensor here.
Yeah.
Well, well, hang on. Is he recognizable that they would know who he is?
No, he's just some random noble.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. So they'll have seen him, yeah. That's
That's
fine.
fine. Okay, that's fine. She'll leave and dismiss you. Not dismiss you. She will take all of your paperwork and tell you that your ship is bound here until the paperwork is done. She is going to author these works for you and then send copies out to all the other islands so that your ship may dock at any other island. She tells you the first places to get these documents will be the inner ring and the midlands. The outer ring will be slower to receive them, and you may find yourself being held in port until those documents arrive if you go from here to the outer ring quite quickly.
I understand. How long will it take you to finish the paperwork in case we need to leave Port Prince?
No less than 1 week. No
That's
more
fine.
than
We
8
should be
days.
We should be here for around 2 weeks, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Perfect. And with that, she will let you go after giving you 1 gold a day fees for docking. You say you want to be here for 2 weeks, so 14 gold, please. And then she will move on to another ship, which is coming in pretty quickly.
Yeah, well, I pay it now. I'll get the money back off her if she wants to offer it. I'd give her the 14 gold.
And with that, the rest of the crew and cargo can be unloaded and taken to Lady Nightingale's house, which you will find sort of in a nicer section of town. And eventually, all of this will wind down, and the party can find themselves somewhere with no more work to do in the evening. Probably a local watering hole, or?
Yeah, we need to find an inn for everyone to sleep in. So I'll probably split off first with Archie and just try and find an inn that's got enough room, or a couple of inns, so that I can make sure that everyone's got a room.
As Norm and Sale are bringing the magical shield, I guess, with them, Norm's gonna tell Sale that, I'm kind of done with these fucking gods. They're all just fucking annoying. I contacted, the guy, and he was fucking mad at me. He said my treachery will not go unpunished.
Wait.
Treachery? What did I do?
What? You're still in contact with him? I thought we figured that out.
Wait, not the drowned one.
Oh, the other one. Wait, why are you still hanging out with him? Wait, you got the girl for free.
Yeah, well, I'm not anymore. He just kind of... I don't know. I think I'm done with this whole god shit. They're all just so fucking...
Well, there's one who's still available. Not to preach.
Yeah, well,
I've been pretty good.
I've been fucked by 2 so far, so I think I'll hold off.
Hang on. The only one who hasn't fucked you is my one. Come on.
That's true. He didn't kill me yet. Yeah.
And he gave you a really good friend. I have my hand on my chest. Look at all the good things I've done for you. I've healed you. I've protected you. I've sacrificed my own body to protect you. I feel like he set you up for a pretty good thing. You should come to the drowned one, okay?
Yeah.
You don't even have to pledge. Just be friendly with him.
I just had a bad breakup with this one, so I'm probably gonna take a few weeks to find myself, whatnot. I'm not even sure yours is a god. I think it's a...
Yeah, I think that's heresy. I'm gonna not question it.
Well, that's kind of like a bonus,
Yeah, I guess maybe you're right. I'll have to think about it. I try to, because the more I think about it, the more worried it brings up this feeling in your chest. I don't know, it's scary and anxious. Anxious, that's the word. It makes me anxious if I think too hard about it, that I might be pledged to some deep evil creep. Listen, the important thing is, this is great news, because I had actually asked him if this whole situation was a problem, and he was going to say that, you were...
Well, that wouldn't be good. But Ponos told me, he said, hide in the Dardanelles. If you leave, my people will do unto you as you've done unto others. Now, why the fuck would he be mad at me? It's not my fault that I didn't get the brand or whatever from the fucking cleric. He didn't show up.
Well, you see, that was part of the drowned one's gift. He gave you the girl for free. That was. I told you I would deal with the problem.
Wait, what do you mean you dealt with it?
I got you the girl for free. She got off scot-free, and I'll clap his shoulder and then continue walking.
I'll walk with him because we have the bag or the chest. Wait, you? You're the reason he's mad at me?
Well, I didn't do anything that I. No, I was
Well, the
protecting
guy showed
you.
up dead.
That was his fault. That was his fault.
Oh my fuck. Well, can't leave the Dardanelles. Might as well be you and fucking Archie, apparently.
Well, here's the thing, and I'll like lower my voice, and I'll kind of look back and forth. Maybe there's a way we can get me out of this.
Yeah?
I don't know. Just something to think about. I need you to work on it. You're the magic guy. And then I'll just like not bring it up anymore.
Okay. No one will think on it.
Well, all day of moving boxes and exploring this new and wondrous town. This is definitely the largest city that any of you have been to in the Dardanelles, except for Nilrum. Rangoon was bigger than this, but it was a long time ago when you were a kid. There are tall, wondrous buildings made out of hewn stone all over the place. So half of the town has like wooden structures. The other half has sort of like stone structures. There's these great mountains that come out. 3 rivers run through town, forming like a large river that dumps out into the middle of the harbor. And this is sort of like the bisecting of much of the town. You'll quickly learn that the southern side, where these stone ports are, is for travelers to arrive at. This is where trade happens from afar, whereas the wooden docks on the northern side of the harbor are where locals will have their own ships. This is where the fishing boats would go, or anyone that's doing transportation around the bay, sort of the import-export customs section of the harbor, and then the locals section of the harbor. As we mentioned before, there are a couple of major industries around here, and you'll see sections of the town named after them. There is the fermentation district, the trade district, the warehouse district, which is like right down by those big ships, and so forth and so on. There are nice areas, and there are poor areas. The poorer areas tend to be on the sort of like northeast side. Where's my map? Like right over in this zone are where maybe the more poor things are, this whole quadrant over here, while the ultra wealthy stuff is back near this canyon over here. And I think that's all that we can get for you right now. And at some point while you're all here, after a nice long hard day of labor, you will head to a place to get. You need a place for everyone to. Well, you can sleep on the ship if you want, but there is a place for you to come and drink and stay if you would like. And you will find.
Yeah,
yourself...
I think people would like to stay on the island, but if they have to, they can stay on the ship.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to pay for
And
people's
up to them, 'cause
housing?
they can pay it.
Yeah.
No.
They have their own wages.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
No one will remark to Sale, I guess, as we're walking around. So, do you want me to kill your brother, or are you gonna do it?
I'll give like a really big. This is just him to a T. Every single time I have something good going, he like shows up and one-ups me. Okay. I remember when we were kids. Okay. I had started making a garden. Now, my mom and dad, they were farmers, and I had started growing spinach, and it took me like 4 weeks to get it to sprout.
Oh yeah,
And-
that shit's a bitch.
Yeah,
Curse.
and then-
yes.
and I'll spit. But
Or sorry, John.
But he, when I grew my spinach, he was like, "Oh, I've been helping Farmer Tom grow, potatoes and stuff like that." And he started bragging about all this growing he had been doing. He's always looked for ways to one-up me. Even when there was a girl I really liked back home, and I tried to tell her I liked her, and I asked my brother for help, and that he kissed her. He kissed her, and I'll like go red in the face as I remember this highly painful, embarrassing memory of my brother one-upping me my entire childhood.
And now look at him. He's gone and joined the people you swore to fucking kill. A cleric, no less.
You're right. I'm not even happy to see him. God, I hate his face.
Well, if you want, I know exactly where he lives. I can handle him in the night. I'd do it for you, Sale.
I promised my mom I would bring him home. I can't even leave here though. Let me think about it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might have to kill him.
Put my hand on your back. I'm gonna need your help later tonight. You got your healing spell, right? And you've got a salve?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah, I've
something
got
something I need to cut off.
Oh,
Just
Are
meet
you-
me in my room in
have
the inn.
you've been having troubles with your length? There's less radical things we
No,
can
it's not-
attempt.
it's not. He'll show him his back. He'll give him a flash.
Oh, when the hell did you get that?
Kind of did it myself. Thought I'd smooth some things over, but just fuck them.
I like turn my head
Fuck
as I look at it.
Malchus.
I was like,
Fuck
you-
Ponos.
you did
And he'll
that on your
scream
own
out.
back?
Well, Sylvie did it, but apparently I fucked something up. There were a few pages, some candles missing.
Oh, and sometimes I've heard they can be really particular. Like if I heard one time some dude got smote for like fumbling a word during a sermon. I don't know which god that was, but
Well, I don't know
They're
who did that,
fickle.
but Malchus spawned some fucking bears on me, so just to hell with them all.
yeah, I agree. To hell with gods. I'm glad you've finally come around, and I'll embrace Nelrum as a fresh brother.
This is why wizards don't fuck around with gods.
True. Leave the god stuff to me. We'll kill them all.
Oh, I don't know about
Mm.
that.
No,
I'm
I just
thinking-
I mean
and
like
he'll tell you
people are
about
a
like his
problem.
snow globe idea and how he'll become his own god, and eventually he'll be a strong enough wizard to like shrink towns and put him in a snow globe, and then his apprentices that he really likes, he's gonna shrink them and then put him in the snow globe so they can like rule over him. And I'll give you
Oh
this
my
crazy
God.
like plan. Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah,
that's
cool, right?
insane. It could actually be could be a really space efficient way to generate apprentices.
Could be.
Only the smartest can
speed
be
up,
unshrunk?
Maybe I can speed up the time inside the snow globe, so like generations can go by.
I like the implications of this like start to like enter into my mind, and then I look at Nelrum and I realize that he's actually fucking lost. That he's like, oh, you're actually going to become a god. Like that's like, wow.
Well, I feel like I'm gonna be bored when all of us get eternal life, right? We're gonna need something to do.
That's true. Wow. I think I actually
can create
understand
The
gods
perfect
better.
society inside the snow globe. We can do what they can't, what they haven't done yet.
Oh, do you think you could make me a snow globe that I could be a god of?
Absolutely.
I like think about this. I could have my perfect society. Yeah. Okay, I'm in.
I'll put my arm around you. It's gonna be a good friendship, Sale.
It will be. I'll make sure I'll get those salves.
Good.
And my finest butcher's knife.
Please.
Our party finds himself at an inn and tavern called the No in town here. And sitting down for some drinks. Most of your sailors have gone off looking for not trouble, but somewhere to hang out and socialize that isn't under the captain's watchful eye off at other places. And they're all going to be spending the night on the ship, so they've got more money for our things on land.
Okay.
And they're all going to be on their best behavior.
I hope so. When we're at the bar, anyone who does want to drink here, I'm going to buy them around when we get there. So I'll say, Archie, can you come and give me a hand at the bar?
Absolutely, Captain.
I want the finest drink, Captain.
Sure thing, Norm. As we go up
We'll
there.
get him the cheapest. We'll get him the cheapest ale. We'll tell him it's the best one.
Yeah, well, I think he might know. I lean in close to Archie and say, I don't like that thing with Sales Brother one bit.
Why do you not? I mean, it seems easy enough, right? What do you not like about it?
Guy's a cleric of Astur. Blood's thicker than water, Archie. Keep an eye on him.
I guess. I don't think Sale would do us like that.
Yeah, maybe not, but if he's going to, we need to be ready for it. So just keep one eye open.
Captain, you know what's thicker than blood? Seawater.
I don't know if that's true, Archie, but I like the way you think. I get the point, though. You're right. I mean, I don't think I ever had a brother. I left home before my parents were too old, but if I do have a brother, Archie, it's you. So maybe you've got a point.
That's right.
You know what? You did well out there. And I don't know how things went down back in Flotsam, but it all worked out fine, so good job.
Thank you.
And maybe we get Nilram some piss here, but what do you want to drink? Anything you want. Look at all these fancy drinks they've got here.
I just want some piss as well. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. Okay, so bartender. I'm assuming there's 8 crew members here, Neal.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a fair number? I will have 11 pints of your cheapest ale.
Boors?
And then,
of course.
And 1 pint of your most expensive ale. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And he will get you, did you say 11 pints of the cheapest stuff?
Yeah,
those will be 3 copper
expensive.
each, and 1 pint of the good stuff, which is silver.
Okay, so what's that? 4.3 silver. Okay. I give him 4 gold. No, I give him 5 gold.
You're paying him 10 times the price.
Oh, wait, no, I give him 5 silver. Sorry, I'm
Okay.
stupid.
Woo, there we go.
Yeah.
Right. Drinks
Can
are
I
passed
attempt to learn
around.
a spell here
Excuse me?
while we're here? Can I attempt to learn a spell while we're...
You would
Chilling
need
here?
like privacy
right?
and quiet for 3 full days. So if you're gonna stay on your ship and not have anyone come and bother you for 3 full days, then you could try to learn spells. But I think you're likely to
Would
be
I have been
involved in
able to
other
do
activities.
it in our 3 weeks, or...
No, because
No, because I was
you would
teaching.
need a private space, and you would need like.
I just meant
distance
at
and not
home when we were in
distractions.
the
You were teaching
when I was
Sylvie,
teaching Sylvie.
unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I was teaching. Okay. What are we doing here? I'll ask the captain as I take his
Yeah,
beverage.
absolutely not. Absolutely not. You can drink this one. Oh, wait, you did say you wanted a nice beverage, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Nah, sorry. No, I'm sorry. They gave me the wrong drink. Sorry, mate. There you go. We gave you a nice one afterwards.
Impossible.
All right, lads.
No one will just go up and buy his own.
There you go. A
took
silver
her
for the
silver
nice
off.
stuff.
So, what's the plan here? There's a few irons in the fire, if I recall. There's obviously our friend back on the ship. Somebody probably needs to go and take him out of that hidey hole. Give the poor fuck some food and water. He's been down there a while now.
I can.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think didn't we say Euclid was handling that?
Did we? Okay. Good.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
assuming
I'll
you
call
Well, we,
over-
did, we
I'll
didn't.
call over
We didn't
Euclid.
actually, but I'm role playing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I'll call over Euclid and ask him if he's going to handle it.
Excuse me?
Can you go back to the ship and make sure that after you've drunk, you know,
Yes, the
stay here
roots
for a
need to
while.
breathe, of course.
Yeah, make sure that the guy
Oh,
is
wait.
okay.
I remember why we didn't ask Euclid. He's a little weird. I forgot to tell you guys about that. We'll
Listen, don't listen to
Captain,
him.
just
Euclid.
let me
That's
handle it,
fine
I'll
on
do
my
it.
ship. Okay, fine. No worries.
You
Euclid.
can
can
trust
trust
me.
wait.
You can
didn't
actually
mean
trust me this time.
You disgust me, potato.
Hang on.
Somebody cancel this guy. Okay, so we've got anyone. Let's talk about him first. How do we find his family?
I think
we're gonna do that
they're
after
really
we're
popular.
leaving. Yeah, we're gonna do that when we leave because you don't ransom in the city. That's just
Okay.
That's stupid.
So what are we gonna
But
do? Why did we
Do you
even
think I'm
bring him?
gonna- Well, because when we leave, we're gonna need to ransom him. We don't want to go all the way back, do we?
Yeah, we probably leave a note for them. Tell them meet us.
Yeah.
1 day south of this island in the open water. Boom, boom, boom. Easy.
Okay, that works.
Do you think I
All
have
right.
3 days to learn a spell here on the ship, Captain? I can just watch Euclid and the kid, and it's gonna be really good, really important.
Do what you want, Norum. We got time.
Normal stay on the ship for 3 days or 4 days learning a spell.
Anytime that Nilram wants to go anywhere near the port, we're going to have to be a little bit careful about it because the Inquisitor is out there. So if you're going to want to walk to the ship, you're either going to have to risk her being within range and
Doesn't
sight
the
of
Inquisitor
you,
sleep?
possibly.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'll
you can do
go-
it at night, but
I'll go
This-
super
this-
late at night.
this is the sort of thing that we'll have to actually role play out the first couple of times just to make sure that we're
So-
not crossing any boundaries. So
We have
um,
food
we'll-
on the ship. I'll go super late at night, and then we can roleplay that.
sure.
Okay, so we've got the kid. We've got this Price fellow, or woman, Mildred. How are we going to find her? We don't know who this
Just ask
person is.
around, right? She's
Well, I
got a
don't know.
last name.
Depends who
She's
she
noble.
is. Oh, I guess.
I'll call
Yeah.
over the bartender.
No, not now, Nora. You learn your spell first. We can hang out here for a few days, do some recon.
Gonna be a good one, Captain.
Let's not get into any shit when we're not ready for it. Okay, what else is here? There's some other quest leads here, right?
We're getting our ship information, so that's underway. We're gonna be able to port anywhere.
That's gonna be good, yeah.
We
that
probably
it?
shouldn't ransom. On second thought, we probably shouldn't ransom the kid in this ship, right? We could just tell him to meet us at X Island, and we have the kid,
Yeah.
and then we can go there in our other ship.
Well, it's
That's
not
probably
here.
the best.
We don't have it with us.
Yeah, so when we leave here, we'll go back home. We'll grab the other ship, and then we'll meet him at the island.
Well, I don't know why we
We'll say
brought the
X
kid
thing.
with us then.
Well, yeah, we fucked up.
Why don't we just drop the letter off and tell him to meet us somewhere in town? It's a big city. There could be
It
thousands
could
of people
work,
living
but
here.
what happens if they tell the Inquisitor, and then the Inquisitor brings all of the men and the women, and we can't get our ship out of here?
And we kill the kid. They won't know who we are. They're not going to risk that, right?
Shrug.
Maybe they will. Okay, we need to...
There's only so many ships that the kid could have been brought on as well.
Mm-hmm.
But they probably wouldn't suspect Lady Nightingale's ships. Could be good.
We need to buy the copper wire. We need to pick up the furniture for the blacksmith. Is there anything else?
The problem with
Sure
my
that
brother.
Yeah, Sale. I was going to ask you about that. What the fuck? That is
Your
a
guess.
problem.
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine. I'm gonna have to go meet him, and I don't know if he didn't look like he was a low rank. I honestly, I don't know how to feel about it. I think it
He
just
can't-
reinforced why I was so reluctant to go find him. And
He can't end up dead. I don't think. It would look too suspicious that his brother comes and he dies.
Yeah, absolutely. Do not kill this guy. What are you talking about?
I was absolutely not planning that. Now, like, look at
Yeah,
me.
well, yeah, no. What did I
I'll
just
give
say
the
on the
captain.
ship?
I'll give the captain a wink. Yeah, I know. Don't kill him. But seriously, don't, because it would look suspicious.
But he's going to expect to talk to you, Sale. He's going to want to know who you are, what you've been doing.
Can't you just
what are
get
you going to tell
information
him?
from him? He's your brother.
Maybe there's a way. Maybe I could tell him that. And it's not entirely a lie that Mom is sick and wants to see him, and that's why I came. And that if he could come with us on the boat.
Take
I don't
him back
know.
to Arcadia?
Yeah, I don't know how much freedom clerics of a stair have around here. I have to figure that out, but
Then we indoctrinate him, and he's an inside man. You're a genius, Sid.
You think we can do that? Is that a real thing we could do?
No.
Think we can.
I think it's the best plan.
I'm sure.
I think the trick is if I give it to him right, he's always wanted to show me up. If I say to him that, you know,
Mom's expecting her favorite son.
yeah,
I'm gonna
or
go.
like mom,
Yeah.
mom told me to come to you because I couldn't look after her properly, and she needed you to do it. You know, that sort of thing. He always jumped at the chance to like make me look bad.
Sure, but so what? We get him on the ship, then what? How are you going to convert him, if you know what I mean? Maybe if you tell him about your situation, he'll feel the need to one-up you by getting involved. Once he's off the island, we can do with him what we want.
Yeah. Well, that's something I haven't thought very hard about yet. I don't know what I'll do with him. I mean,
Make
like,
sure-
I remember as a kid, I would go to sleep at night, and like all I could think about was like beating his head into a pulp. But hopefully, that doesn't come to that.
Well, this is a very unexpected development, Sale, and make sure it doesn't come back on us, okay?
If we can get a cleric on the inside, it could be just knowledge worth 1,000,000 copper pieces.
Absolutely. If we
That's
could
true.
turn this to our advantage, then this might be the
Euclid
best thing that's happened.
leans in and sort of interrupts the conversation. Will the nuts touch?
Excuse
I think
me,
everybody
Euclid?
just starts
Will
fucking
one
laughing.
acorn touch another again? He looks
My God,
directly
man,
at
what are you
Sale.
talking about?
Euclid, speak plainly.
They both come from
Um,
the same tree. Will they meet again?
Yes, the nuts will touch, not
Not
ours.
in-
though.
What's the need for the innuendo, though, Euclid? Really, it's making everyone uncomfortable.
He's been weird ever since he came out of the tree.
He was in a tree?
Wait, what?
What tree was he in?
Some forest lady took him into a tree and taught him how to shoot a bow. And
Excuse
She
me,
gave us
you're only
tea.
you're only just mentioning this now?
Does he shoot a bow good?
he was pretty good. I lined up bottles on a beach and he nailed them.
Euclid, please speak. What the fuck happened?
Dryads.
He's so...
Right, Daddy.
they tried to get you
talking.
before, Captain.
He aged quickly, Captain. I think they used him up.
Oh my god.
How old is Euclid? How old does he look?
30s.
He
You
didn't
alright?
look 30 before.
Didn't he?
No, he looked quite young when we first met him on
Mhm.
the original.
He was in his early 20s beforehand. At the latest.
Euclid, stop saying weird shit, okay? Get it together.
Euclid, be a leaf upon the wind, and I'll wave my hand at him.
And he twirls onto the dance floor.
What's wrong with that boy?
What happened on your
special.
guys' adventure?
Well, the long story is, and then I'll go in and I'll explain the basics of it. We got the navigator to navigate us up the river, despite Niram telling us not to. He got taken by the dryads. I encountered a very grabby water tentacle thing, and we stumbled upon many traps. And eventually, we got the boat repaired, and we escaped with our lives.
Didn't I tell you not to go up the river? Didn't I say that?
Yeah, but you weren't there, and we were in a really stuck situation. Like, are we going to leave people on the boat, or are we going to make our way up the river? We made the best decision we could with the information we had and the crew that we had.
Fine, you did your best, and
I'm
I
sure
think
Archie made the best decision.
Yeah, I'm sure Archie made. The
Archie
best.
was
Yeah.
actually great.
Yeah.
He actually Sean captain. I think your skills as a captain are rubbing off on Archie.
Well, he's not my first mate for no reason, let me tell you that.
That's the biggest
All right, Captain, I'm
compliment
gonna
I've
go
ever
check on the
gotten.
kid.
Alright, Nora. Just
Nilram-
make
Yeah.
sure the Inquisitor doesn't see you when you get him back on the boat, yeah?
Oh, I will.
As
we
you
want
Walk out the front
their
door, Nilram.
magical book, Captain. Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
Magical book.
Before we leave, yeah, if you're gonna write the letter about the ransom,
Mm-hmm.
we want Tensor's book
Wait, spellbook.
specifically. Yes.
He's gonna have
for
more
the
than one, right?
return- Tensor only should have one. Should be his. Their great grandfathers.
The
No,
original.
The original spellbook of Tensor.
Wizards usually have whole libraries of books, Norm.
There's one that I'm sure that he has. They'll know what I mean. The relic. You can use that.
It's a big ask. You're not gonna pay that? How many brothers
Probably
does this
not.
kid have?
Probably not, but they'll counter with something else. Good enough.
Go big.
You think
Maybe
these people
we'll
are
get
still
something.
wizards?
I'm sure that they still have his relics. He was
No,
one
but-
of the most mighty wizards ever.
Yeah, but are we blackmailing a powerful wizard here or not?
I nod. Yeah.
Okay, well that just changed things slightly. I'll need to think on that.
And Nilram will start heading out.
As you head out, you will see none other but Bale heading in towards the tavern, towards the No. You open the door and walk out, and
There's
Bale
another
is-
tavern, right? In the town?
No, there are lots of taverns in the town, but Bale has found his way to this one.
Well, hold
somehow.
on, because I'm going to stop him.
Mhm.
What's another tavern's name?
You're new here.
I'll ask Bale. Have you seen Sale? I came here looking for him.
He's here inside.
Is he? I didn't see him. He must be in a different tavern. How do you know he's here?
The cleric cocks his head to the side. Why would you lie?
Cock my head. What do you mean?
He's inside.
I shrug. I didn't see him.
murmurs to himself, and then politely excuses himself and tries to walk through the door.
Anymore. I leave.
You leave him? Okay. Yeah. You will notice
God, here we
Bale
go.
walk in pretty quickly, everyone, because the tavern's kind of lively, and then a bit of a hush falls over it as the door opens and people notice a cleric of Martha coming in and of a stair coming in. And the volume gets a little bit lower and people lean into their tables a little bit more closely, and a tonal change comes over the tavern.
I'm going to stand up and go over to him and offer to shake his hand and say, Father Bale, apologies for how things went before, but I didn't want to disappoint our clients. You understand?
Understood,
Your,
Captain.
Your brother's right here. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you, but I appreciate your warm welcome.
Well,
Much
you can
better
have my
than
seat right
others. He
there.
will take a
What
seat.
happened?
He waves it away. Then he will come and sit down. Sale, brother.
Water of the womb, hello. Good to see you again.
It has been a long time. I was hoping for a more warm welcome when we finally met again. I've been praying to Astaire for years that we might run into one another, and I thought today was Providence or Fortune or Sanguine.
I was worried that my work to get here, and honestly, I hadn't expected to see you, brother. So, seeing you brought about a feeling of shock, and you know how people are. They don't act normally when a stressful situation is presented, and I'll muster my best to shed the beginning of a tear, and it was just so long. It was hard to see you again.
I understand. I too was overcome by emotion. As best as I try to drown it out, it does overcome me so. I'm still relatively new in my trainings. A couple of the other sailors from the bar get up and walk away, or from the table get up and leave. I think it's just you and Archie at this point, and Bale.
How did you become a cleric? I never thought of you as a cleric. You were always with the girls.
Seems like a lifetime away. So much has changed. After you were released, imprisoned, set free, sold, whatever you wish to call it, stayed with those men for some time until they could not find a ransom for me and eventually let me go. A man here in town took me in, a man named Earl. He is now a lieutenant in the White Prince's army. He oversees the South Wall. He took me in and gave me a home and food and shelter. He too was an orphan in his earlier life. He too comes from Solemn a long time ago. We shared many commonalities. It's not quite a father, more of like a useful uncle. He brought me up. I saw his ways, and one way after another, I made myself home here. One of the White Prince's men came, one of the Inquisitors, and although I was much too old for some of their programs, they found that I was suitable for this. I spent time with the temples and on the island training, and now I am a cleric of his great god, Astaire. I serve him through the White Prince, and I hope your arrival here means that you and I can be together again.
Perhaps. I have obligations such you do. I have obligations the same as you. But I also bring poor tidings. I came here to find you because Mother is unwell.
And you said that you never expected to see me.
I was looking for you, but I didn't expect to actually find you.
You left Mother sick, going on an adventure to find me, but never expecting to find me? You left her to die alone? You abandoned her in her hour of need? That doesn't sound like my brother.
She wanted you, and nothing I said or could do could console her. I worked insane hours at a morgue to try and earn enough money to look after her, and she just wouldn't. You know, Bale. She always loved you more than she loved me.
That
You
was
could-
unfair.
Oh yeah, it was unfair on you. It was unfair on you. How do you? You didn't have to live in your shadow.
It was unfair of Mother to favor one of us over the other.
Yeah, you're damn right. It's the first time I've ever heard you say it.
I'm a changed man, Sale. I've seen the truth. I've seen the light. We should work together. We should not be at each other's throats. My fears and jealousies over you should no longer cloud my judgment. I am a new man. I hope we can turn over a new leaf. Let me show you the light.
You know I'm not religious. You know I don't.
Neither was
I respect. I like pause as he says that. Let me be my own man, Bale.
Of course. Of course. I would never dream to force anything upon you.
I don't want to share in the light. I just want to bring you home to Mother so that she can see you again
How long
before
ago?
her time runs out.
How long ago did you leave? Is she even alive?
It's been like we've been here like 9 months, a year?
Mhm.
9 months. I left her with some money and in the care of good company. A minor lord. She was doing some work as a maid, and I'll kind of like lower my voices. I kind of had to fake my own death. But that's complicated and difficult, but she's there and she's waiting for you. And I'd like to bring you to her. God knows it's the only thing she actually cares about.
Stare frowns on lies and deceit, but forgives those who make amends for their wrongs.
Goddamn changed man, you're so insufferable.
I can give you some money to take back to her, but I am here now. This is my life. I cannot go back.
What? Are you bound? Are you stuck? Can you not go on a trip for a few months?
A few months from now, I make my undying oath to the White Prince.
I like pause at those words.
This is a critical time for me, brother. I leaving now. It is not in the cards. It is not part of the plan.
An undying oath? Is that what they make you do?
No one makes me do anything. I choose.
Oh, I mean,
this
to
course.
become a cleric, do you have to swear an undying oath?
No, I am a cleric now, and truth be told, I don't know if I will be accepted into the ranks. Just today, I misused magic. I made the prayer of mind reading, which should only be done for the enforcement of laws and order, but I did so on some of your crewmates in order to find where you would be staying today, that you would be staying in town for some time.
I raise an eyebrow to Archie.
That is an incredible violation of personal, individual things. And
Yes.
you said you were a changed man?
I could not wait for you to come to me. I feared that you would not. And this is something Astaire will see, and he may delay my oaths until I can atone for my wrongs of misusing my powers for my own needs, but there's only one family that we have. And you are all I have left in this world, the only thing that connects me to home.
Well, why not leave this life? You don't have to be an oath sworn, or you don't have to swear your oaths.
I choose to. I believe. I know you're not one for the gods, and we need not talk about that, but I have found my calling. I am here to serve the White Prince. I am here to help banish the pirates from the seas and the wrongdoers, the evildoers, the murderers, the child molesters. I am here to see them all taken down. I'm here to bring a land to peace and prosperity, away from dragons, away from monsters, away from crime. I'm here to make a perfect world, a world that I would like to see. Surely you can understand that, the desire to shape the world to suit your needs.
Absolutely. But I'm not heartless. All I'm hearing is that you are more important than family. That you don't care about mother. You don't want to see her. It's always been about you. It's always what you wanted to do. Everyone else was secondary.
This must be difficult for you. I shall leave you for now. Maybe we will speak again in a few days. I hear your ship will be in town for a few weeks. Maybe once some more time has passed, we can speak more as family members and brothers and less adversarial, less with the past weighing down on us. It must have been hard for you caring for mother and father alone by yourself after being captured by pirates and held and imprisoned and ransomed. The years must have been difficult for you. I can understand your frustration and pains. Let me take my leave. And he leaves a few silver coins on the table.
I'll
have some drinks on me.
My parting remark is, it's easy for you to forget when you were the one hurting people.
It will quietly go away.
You got him there, Sale.
Damn right I did.
Man, is it me or is he kind of arrogant?
That's him. Look at him. I am as he leaves. Look at him being smug with his new god and thinking he's a changed man. I know what he's up to. He's just trying to look good. He's always cared about looking good.
Keep your head, Sale. Don't let your emotions get the better of you here. This is a dangerous place for us right now.
Milram, you're headed towards the ports, towards the ships. And when you get there, you will see a group of guards kind of near the docks, a pair on each pier that runs out into the water. And as you approach, they will tell you that the docks are closed for the night, and that you cannot get back to your ships until morning, until the Inquisitor wakes. You're muted.
Sorry. I pull out a bag of gold. What do their eyes look like?
Their eyes look like we'll
I open
find
the bag.
out next time on
good.
Tides of Death. That will wrap
What a
up
great-
our session for today.
This was a good one.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
I mean, can I just point out how great it is that we can go 4 hours and we barely rolled a single dice?
Yeah,
It's true.
this is a really good roleplay episode.
I feel like everyone got a moment to do a good bit of roleplay.
I do think that Archie dealing with the Inquisitor was my highlight there.
That was really
That
good.
was so funny.
It's very funny.
Well, that will wrap us up for this week. We should be back next week at our regularly scheduled time, I believe. So,
Patreon questions?
Ooh, yeah.
None that I see this week, but I'll remind
Wow,
you
guys.
more.
Step it up. You're not getting your full money's worth.
Yeah.
True.
Mhm.
Patreon's letting us down.
Just ask us our favorite cereal next time.
Wait, but did we get these? Did we answer these last ones? Like,
Yeah,
how
we had
did
them
the?
last week, I thought.
Did we?
Did we?
How did
Did we?
How did the actual group form? Who contacted who?
Oh, that's a
I
good
mean, I
question.
answered him. Yeah, I contacted everybody and I kind of formed it up. So
Mr.
well,
Mooten is
good.
responsible for Tides of Death. He brought us all together. It was his
He did.
idea from the
it was
get-go.
me and
He
only
said
me.
pirates and these people.
That's cool shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah,
True.
And
Mr.
Koibu
Mooten's
made magic
responsible.
happen. Well done.
Absolutely.
I just facilitated what was already magical to begin with.
Oh,
Oh, that's nice.
We'll be back next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, unless
Yeah.
something crazy happens in the world, which is very unlikely in the modern age.
Yeah, nothing crazy has happened in the past couple of years, so I don't
Yeah,
think.
it's all good.
Yeah.
Cool. Catch you guys next
All right.
time. Bye bye.
Check out the Reddit thread,
Bye-bye.
guys. Good night.
See you later.